selected, then you can hold it down.
Ew.
I
I gotta
mean-
pick a different color.
Completely necessary.
Your color is based off of your color on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't want to be that color.
We'll live.
Saw that one purple.
Hey, purple's nice. Okay, so we pick up in the morning. Let's see, it was the 22nd, I believe. Was it? 21st. When we started
One
playing
of
the game.
those.
Somewhere in there, yeah. So that would put, no, it was the 22nd, I think. So today's like the 23rd, whatever. It's the next day of October 2016. You guys are waking up in your cozy little hotel rooms. You probably each had a room because you're in a smaller town, so I mean there's probably lots of rooms, let's get real. So that's all good. Is anyone gonna read the paper for the day? Gonna call up the FBI, make sure things are good? What are our plans for the eve?
Well, assuming this hotel is old-fashioned enough to have a paper dispenser out front, I'm sure that Bob would appreciate it.
Okay, so Bob's reading his paper, getting a coffee, or just straight to the whiskey?
Hey, it's not whiskey, it's hair of the dog.
Oh,
Gotta.
sorry, yeah. I'm too new-fashioned. All right, so you're reading the paper, and sorry.
Yeah, he drank last night before bed, so he's got a hangover. So hair of the dog. Gotta drink again to get rid of the hangover.
Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't quite have enough time when I got home to put together. I wanted to make like a couple little handout things. I kind of like that. It's fun. But I was going to have a sort of newspaper page for you. But it, sort of headline for the... Now, in America, would each town have their own local paper? Now, I would assume that would have been the thing back in the day, but nowadays, do we just have a major newspaper? Like, would everywhere have the New York Times or maybe like the Indiana, etc.? Like based on a state?
I believe you can get a statewide paper, but most cities have their own paper as well.
Oh, they do? Okay. Because
Yeah.
here in...
Like, there's like the Seattle Times you could get, but there's also, I think, Everett, which is where I live, has the Everett Herald, I think it is.
Oh, cool. Because here, where I am in Canada, it's pretty much you always get the Toronto paper. And then you can, in some places, get the Times, and very very few cities have like a local paper as well. But cool. So you get the local paper. We're in Anderson, I believe. So the Anderson.
I thought we stopped in Muncie.
Oh, we stopped in Muncie.
I thought we
That's
did.
what I thought.
No, that was
What's
No,
oh, no,
what's
it is
underneath?
Anderson, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Anderson, I don't know what would be the Anderson Annual. They only release one a year.
Oh boy.
All the highlights. No. So you're reading the local paper though, and just the giant headlines, of course, grabbing your attention. Will we never get peace from the war on terrorism? And essentially, it's saying that there's actually a high profile compared to the average person, but a few of the soldiers who came back and were at this sort of event, this parade, celebrating, again, not the winning of the war in Syria, but at least a major series of victories. And a few of them died. A bit mysteriously. It's sort of assumed to be gunshots, stuff like that. They were just all assassinated, essentially, or during this parade. Nobody's found the killer yet, but obviously, the police are looking, the FBI is looking, you've probably got even the CIA in there. And that's off, east of you guys. Nothing you can really worry about right now, but unfortunately that does mean things are a little bit trickier for you guys. Do you want to continue reading the paper, or are you just good with catching up on the big news that you're going to be hearing about all over the, if you get in touch with the FBI today, you're going to be hearing a lot of that.
Well, we could look and see if there's any like coffee shops that have a special going on for Origami's fucking latte.
Okay. Go ahead and
take-
give me. Hang on. What is the skill called in this one? It used to be called library use. It is. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. It used to be called like library use, was just your ability to like skim information and absorb. I don't think that's going to be human, because human is sort of like human intelligence, which is sort of like reading people and stuff like that.
Would it be search?
I mean, you could probably argue that, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, you know what? They
can
might
also
have.
do
They might have just
navigate in a
condensed
matter
it.
sense.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's more. Yeah, okay. Let's go with search. I think I'm fine with that. I mean, bureaucracy almost screams it to me, but that's completely different. So, give me a search roll there, Bob.
All right.
Whoa,
Hey!
shit!
Wow.
So,
I know exactly what the paper is made of down to the nanoparticle.
wow. So Bob's like flipping through this, and a few other things catch your eye. You know, a small little tiny article. You know, serial killings over in Tiffin continue. Tiffin's a little city just over here. Wow, look at that. That's cool. So it just said there's been a rash of odd, most likely wildlife-related killings. A few people, like of the locals, have just been, you know, convinced that it's the new Jack the Ripper or something, because it seems to be targeting more women. But there's been no proof. Most of the victims have been, you know, eviscerated, not like, you know, shot or not just stabbed, like just torn apart. Just a little thing about that. Then we have coffee shops. You do manage to find a couple not cut out. I don't know if you bought a new paper or not. Either way, you do have a couple of coupons for some local coffee. And if you continue reading the thing about the, you know, the war on terrorism and stuff like that, it does mention that there was a similar incident going back probably about 2 weeks ago, where somebody was assassinated again in daylight in a public place recently. Assassinated maybe being a heavy word. They're probably using it as like a buzzword, more like shot. Like someone
Killed
ran up.
one form or another.
Yeah, but again, they couldn't find the perpetrator, which again, a little odd, because if you're running up someone and point blank in a gun at them, yeah.
If you insert gun, then yeah.
Yeah, most people at least notice a little bit. So that is that shenanigans. What's our plan, boys?
Well, I got my paper, so
You're
I don't
happy?
know. Yeah.
Guess
Bombs
time
are-
to get coffee.
A latte, in the case of Agent Connor. It was Ashley Connor, correct?
Yes.
All right, so we got Ashley Connor. We have Agent Rudy. We may get a first and last name at some point. I don't know if Rudy's his first or his last. We have Agent. Well, we don't have Agent. We just have Bob.
Fucking Bob.
Yeah, the janitor formerly known as Bob. And we have Ajax, computer hacker extraordinaire. So you guys all load up. You have the car and the unmarked van. And the question is everybody going, or are you splitting up? Because we have 3 locations. We actually technically have 4. So we have the kidnappings, pardon me, boys, over in Fort Wayne, Toledo, and Cleveland. And then we also have a lead on, was it Buffalo, I believe?
Yes, Buffalo, there was a warehouse.
Yeah, there's a warehouse for Rainbow Publishing. So I did check it up. Going from where we are now in Anderson to Buffalo is going to take about 8.5 hours if we hit all the stops. So that's all day, essentially, which is maybe fine. Maybe we want to end the day at the warehouse.
It's also going to be another 7 hours for us to get to Cleveland, or actually probably more like, what, been on the road for a bit, so like 5.5 hours to Cleveland from here.
Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, let's say about 5 hours, 5.5. So, and then after that, it'll be like another 3 to Buffalo, 3.5. So bit rough. So the question is, and then we have to factor in time for investigating as well. Now we're not sure how much time we'll be putting into each individual town. It might just be a case of go up, see the people, they don't have any information, or it could be a full-blown, we have a lead, chasing a perp down. So it's up to you guys there. Would you like to know the order that the kidnappings happened in?
From recent to oldest.
Yes. Yeah.
Could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Sure.
April Nelson was the first to be kidnapped. They were kidnapped back in April. Okay, so April 30th. Then we have the boy in Cleveland was kidnapped next, and that was back in very recently. That was just in September, September the 12th. And then Toledo, we had just October 1st.
I will go for the most recent one.
Okay, so the most recent.
Well, the most recent
Toledo.
one would be Dillborough still.
Yeah, that was the most recent. Yeah, because that was, I mean, just 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. So it's a Fort Wayne that was most recent out of the 3 of them.
Fort Wayne was the oldest one. It was all the way back
Ah.
in April, so this is about 6 months ago. But then the other ones were within the period of, well, it was basically 2 weeks apart for each, actually. That's kind of how it works out. Not intentional, but if you want to take it as intentional, might be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we were going to split up, then I would recommend that the car go ahead with one extra person in it, and then could drop somebody off along the way. The van could come along behind, since I would have more than just 2 seats in it. Pick up the third person and head up to Cleveland.
That's really clever. Okay. Sort of just like drop the one agent off and then pick it up in the van.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
like 2 people stay in the van, they go up to Fort Wayne. 2
Yeah.
people in the car, drop one off in Toledo. Last one heads to Cleveland solo.
Yeah, that's pretty clever, actually. What do you guys feel about them?
Sure. Who gets to go to Toledo, though?
I could go slum around in Toledo if nobody else.
I was going to say, I was driving the car last time.
Okay. So we have the 4 of you. Who's going to Fort Wayne in the van?
I guess I would narrow it down to Connors and Ajax.
Okay. So we're going to have Connor and Ajax go to Fort Wayne, which is actually, it makes a lot of sense to have the AFK person go to Fort Wayne. And then,
Yep.
Sorry, Bob is doing Toledo?
Yep, Bob's going to go slum in Toledo.
Does Bob have an official driver's license? No, this is a fair question, though. Does Bob have a driver's license?
It takes the great bus.
Well, I have a driver's license and a Class D license for heavy machinery.
Excellent. Okay, I wasn't sure if you would just have like a sort of machine one or like a bus one or something like that. So let's see.
Oh, quick sidetrack. You said 2 days ago was the most recent kidnapping, so would that have been the 20th?
Yes, I forget if today's the 22nd or the 23rd. So either the 20th. Let's just retcon just in case. I believe I said it was the 21st. So we'll say today's the 22nd. So it was on the 20th, the kidnapping.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't write
Do we-
that down. So
do we have a date for the one in April, or just that it was in April?
April the 30th.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, just trying to get all that crap in sequential order.
Absolutely, yeah. And the fun thing is, like, obviously, the more you get into it, and the more that you write stuff down, the more you get into it, and the more you start like figuring things out, and the more exciting it is to try and narrow down the chase and all that kind of cool stuff. So, let's go ahead and do that. I'll leave it up to you guys. Where do you want to, or like, which order do you want to resolve things in? Do you want to do the Fort Wayne resolution first, or do you want to do Toledo, or we can even do Cleveland, and then sort of just have like a retroactive? Because any of these events can happen in any order. It's just we'll know.
Yeah, well, we could just do it closest to farthest, so then, like, we could do Fort Wayne, and on their way to pick me up in Toledo, I could do Toledo, and then on our way to go meet up with Rudy.
Makes a lot of sense. All right, well, that's cool. So we can start moving. If you want to pop your guys to where they're headed.
Rudy?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, this looks really cool all of a sudden. It's like some fancy shit. So we have Connor. You are rolling up in Fort Toledo. So this was, I just want to double check. This was the April 30th one.
In Fort Toledo.
Fort Toledo. Is that what I said?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fort Toledo. It's it's this massive mega city. But no, so you've come up to Fort Wayne. This is the oldest lead, so this is potentially the one we're going to have the hardest time getting
the
any
most
information.
digging I need to do.
Right. So, it was the Nelson household, and I assume you're just going to go straight to the household because we don't have any other leads here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you've pulled up to the Nelson household. It's a nice looking house. There are 2 cars in the driveway, and that is that. You can hear the sounds of a sort of little child laughing in the background, probably from the backyard.
I go to the front door and ring the doorbell.
All right. Maybe a minute later or something, a man comes to the door, and he looks very confused because obviously you're still wearing your FBI uniform. And he says, "The FBI." It's like, has there been an update? We haven't heard from you guys in months.
I replied to him, yes, it's been an update. Your son's been involved with several other kidnappings. May you recall the evening he was kidnapped?
He's like, all right, well, I remember April was on the computer. She'd been playing some game that she recently got into, and we
April was kidnapped in April.
unintentional, actually. But she was saying, sorry. So we were all going out to the movies, and we asked if she wanted to come, and she said she didn't. And she was 11 years old. She was old enough, we thought, and so we just let her hang at the house. There was some food on the counter, and we came back 2 hours later, and she was just gone. The front door was open, and couldn't find her.
Well, she's happened to be drawing recently before the kidnapping.
Sorry, would she happen to be what?
Drawing.
Drawing? No, I don't think she's been drawing. I don't know. I don't remember her picking up an interest in it. If you want, her school books are still on her desk. And he sort of leads you over to her room, and he takes out a couple sort of like notebooks like she would have for school. And her room's very, very bare. Just looks like the odd like toys, but it's fairly like neat and tidy. Everything's put away. And looking through her notebooks, you do see just sort of 1 or 2 odd, similar geometric patterns that you saw back in Dillsboro, but nowhere near the same amount. It's just like 1 or 2 just sort of scratched into like a sidebar of like, like what are they called? Like a margin Like, you know what I mean? Like someone would have
Mhm.
doodled. They'd sort of doodled one of these odd patterns. Nothing like the massive display that you saw in Dillsboro.
I checked on the bed, like in between the mattress,
Okay, yep.
to look for her diary.
Give me a search. That is very clever, though, yeah. Leave it to the girl to think of a girl's mind.
Well, she's 11, so I can't make the joke I was going to make.
Okay, it's funny because for some reason Bob's roll just showed up now, and I was like, Bob just like pops out of the mattress. I found it.
Wow.
Okay, so it's 16, my search is 40.
Okay, so you don't find anything. Let's say maybe you find like a really old diary she had, but it, just flipping through, it's just like, oh, boys I liked, or I joined the soccer team today, stuff like that.
I haven't been updated since blank.
Yeah.
I asked if I continue to search around the house. I mean, the room.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Like soot residue.
Soot residue. All right. Give me a luck roll then. Is luck still in this game? Sorry, it was in the old
No.
Old Call of Cthulhu.
There'll be no luck.
So a similar roll. It was just it was like POW times 5 essentially is what it used to be. And luck is a stat that I kind of like because it's like the bullshit stat. So for Origami's character, that would be 50. You got a 50% chance.
Oh boy.
That's pretty
You
decent.
can do it!
Insert Mickey Mouse's voice. Oh boy.
Oh boy!
That.
81.
Oh jeez, you're
Come
so
on.
unlucky. No, the mum's
They
actually.
kick you out the house.
No, the mom's kept up on cleaning and stuff like that and did some vacuuming.
Mhm.
Could we encourage Ajax to ask if they have the invoice from their April power bill? See if it was higher than their March or May.
Okay, clever. So yeah, Ajax. Again, he's not wearing anything FBI, right? So he's just this guy that came in with, and he sort right.
Is your protege gonna help with you? What the fuck's he doing here?
Yeah, exactly right. You see Ajax. When you come over to ask him about inquiring about the power bill, he's sort of looking. They actually have an old landline telephone, and you see him just staring at it. This almost
What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
He's here
exactly.
until don't insult my people.
Yeah, like a corded one, not like a wireless. And he's just staring at it. Finds it quite odd. But anyway, Ajax is asking. He says, "Oh, is your power bill any bigger in April than usual?" And that's I can't remember it being any bigger. I mean, we have fluctuating power here. Occasionally, we have some family that'll stay with us every once in a while, and they go through laundry like nothing else. So he's going to go ahead and. Whoa! I'm not sure. Let me check. I feel like.
Come join us, Zelphus.
Yeah, okay, Ajax does have an 80 in computer science. We got lucky. So he does manage to get onto the servers and find out that, yes, in fact, in April they did have a bit of a spike. I would say, yeah, it was comparable to the spike in Dillsboro. But this one seemed to be, like, all over the map. Like, it was sort of weird times. He did note it was always after 3 p.m., but it was nothing like in Dillsboro. It was always a very set time that the spike would happen, sort of around like, say, an 8 to 9-ish.
I asked if their daughter had a computer or laptop.
Yep. Yeah, she had a computer. Yeah.
Yeah,
in the room.
that's what she was playing the game on.
Yep.
It will be formatted.
She does not. I will say she does not have a VR setup.
Oh.
Oh, could we follow the power inquiry with Ajax, though, to ask if there was any damage to the external electronics, the power splitter box and all that kind of stuff?
Yep, absolutely. So Ajax, he starts inquiring more. He's like, let's see, Did you have any electrical issues? Not so much on the power spiking, but did you have like some short circuits or some fried cords, perhaps? In the month of April. And the guy says, yeah, actually, one of the reasons why we have this old phone here is we had a wireless phone, but it was like a period of 2 weeks. And he's sort of like looking, he's like, actually, it was almost the 2 weeks before April disappeared that our wireless phone just kept shutting off, and we've had the battery melt out several times on it. So we went to an old corded one. We think it's probably just faulty wiring in the house, but we haven't been able to have an electrician come in just yet. Little bit of funds issues at the moment. So Ajax is a little bit puzzled by this. He is, however, looking about the VR. That's something we thought about, and he asked, oh, do you guys have a VR system?
The hell does that stand for?
Yeah. No, this guy says no. He thinks virtual reality's like sort of a gimmick.
A fad.
Yeah. So they never purchased one, but she did rent a game recently that came with a little VR kit.
Google Cardboard.
Yeah, it was just a little headset she wore.
Asked the parents where's the place she got it from.
Oh, it just said I was just from local Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
What fucking timeline are we in? Blockbuster.
I told you we're in an alternate universe. It's very similar to our own, but Blockbuster exists. And the nice thing about using, like, again, we can use Blockbuster and it's not like we're being a corporate shill. We're just saying, like, oh, everyone knows what Blockbuster is, so.
Fucking everybody and their brother knows what Blockbuster is, and if you don't, you must be like 6.
Yeah.
And if you're 6, get the fuck off Twitch.
I also asked the parents if any of her jackets or shoes that she usually use to go outside is missing.
Ooh, clever. Okay.
Did she wear clothes? No, we're actually nudists.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
the last they saw her, she was in her pajamas as they were heading out for a late show. Probably somewhere after 8, he says. She didn't take her coat. And he's thinking, he's like, well, I'm not sure if her shoes are there. And he goes and he opens, one of the closets, and yeah, her shoes are still in there. So.
I thank them for the time and I go head up to Blockbuster.
And thanks for the time, and I'm going to Blockbuster. It's kind of rude.
Well, you could ask if they still have the game or if they returned it yet. If they were, or better yet, if they recall the game's name and if they've returned it.
Oh, yeah. Might as well do that now. Verify if the game was agent.
Project 68.
68.
Yeah. He can't remember the game's name, and he sort of he doesn't keep receipts. He's not that kind of guy. But yeah, they returned the game definitely.
So I'll tell them to keep them updated if anything comes up, and I just head up to Blockbuster.
All right. And as you're leaving, he says, "Look, if it's about money, we can pay a ransom. We don't have it on us right now, but we can get it. Just please call us."
Bob, gonna need about $500.
Oh, jeez.
What do you need $500 for? Lost my car keys.
That's what the FBI is for. All right. So you're off to Blockbuster, Origami. What are you doing here? Just asking the usual questions.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
And access the game has been taken away from them.
Yep. So yeah, the clerk says similar story that we got in Dillsboro. Although you didn't hear this story, it was retold to you by Bob that yeah, the game was recalled. There was some sort of defects with it. He said people were experiencing
Defects may
headaches.
contain kidnapping.
Yeah, no, he's like a few people actually checked that game out just because it came with a VR headset that you could wear, and all the kids wanted to try this new technology. But a lot of kids were experiencing headaches and complaining. Mostly the older kids, you sort of recalling, a lot of the older kids said they were getting massive, like almost migraines playing this game. And he's like, it's a new technology though, you know. I wouldn't put it past it.
Ask him if he has any VR sets since they don't have the game.
He's like,
Or
well,
they
we don't normally carry VR sets. We're hate to say it,
No,
but
I think he means the ones that came with the game.
oh, the ones that came with the
like-
game.
Yeah,
Like-
do they recall those two or just the game?
Okay. Give me a luck roll there, Origami. That's pretty
Oh, cool.
clever. Pretty clever. So it's just 50% again.
Origami, you fuck.
You know what? Ajax actually is pretty good, POW.
Oh,
I know Zelphus would sort of rage if I didn't. Let's see his stats here. Oh, that's right. I put it in the program already. We have POW of 70% for luck, so that's not bad.
70.
Wow.
Classic Ajax.
Yeah,
So
I
was
don't feel
luck-
comfortable talking to you anymore.
was luck-
Ajax comes in. Tell me you got VR.
Where's your VR set if I want to touch it?
Yeah, you know, I don't have one at
Oh.
home. I've always wanted to try. Do you have any?
Do you hear about the investigate? What? No. Sure.
Papa doesn't get a roll for his office anymore.
All right.
Zelphus, come play with us.
No, he'll pop in when he gets free. So
Could we have
I
a
know.
we have a Hail Mary since both of them fucked up, or are we just out the door?
wait. Was this a search or a luck roll?
oh, that was a luck roll right there.
What's the luck? It was what? POW times what?
So it's just POW times 5. So for you it's 50 because you have 10 POW.
Sorry, it's still messed up.
Now if you can think of something clever, you know, I wasn't even going to say they had a headset, but it's one of those things like I'm very, you know, adaptable. If you guys are interested in something, I'm totally down to see what happens. But
Ask to see their stock in the back room and roll search.
oh yeah, you're gonna flash the badge. It's like FBI right on your chest, just like I have a badge.
My badge is down here.
Oh god,
I intimidate.
you're using
Yeah,
intimidate? Oh no!
no, I'm just joking around.
Panic.
No.
Is Intimidate even on here?
I think it's fault. Is it?
Oh.
I think it
No.
falls under charm now.
Oh,
There used to
Charm's
be
not on here
Intimidate.
either.
my charm is just 50.
There's computer science, craft, and criminology. Those are the only C's.
Huh. Well, I'm not sure what they would have made it then.
Persuade?
Persuade. There you go. Yeah, Persuade would totally fall into that. Which actually, Origami's got 40 in Persuade.
Mm.
So you can do that if you want, or you can just be I'm the F-E fucking I.
I am the law.
I
Yeah.
will persuade.
Are you sure you don't want to just show the badge first? Like, more guaranteed?
Fine,
Rather
search
than
the
hope
back.
on dice again?
Alright, if you use your badge, I'll give you plus 30.
Alright, so I show my badge.
Alright. So you got 70% right here.
Yeah, Zelphus doesn't have a badge to flash. So,
No, yeah.
he's
I know.
just-
He's just this crazy guy who wants to see their VR.
Alright, Origami, you got a 70. Come on.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. He says, oh, well, I don't really know why you'd be interested. We're packing a lot of it up, actually. I think the company's starting to close. But sure, if you want to come look.
Yeah, the company's not doing so well recently. We have to lay off a lot of people.
Blockbuster confirmed for UFO theorists. All right, so you're You're in the back stock room. Do me a search roll there, Origami. I'll prepare one for Zelphus just in case, as I know Ajax probably wants to look too. It's
He also wants to like try and pocket one when the owner's not looking.
Oh.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yep.
What'd you
Search
get?
for is 40. Yeah, I passed it.
Oh, good. Oh, I just face. Oh, guys, yeah. Ajax wouldn't have found shit. He's got a 25 in the skill, so.
Ajax just stands at the ceiling. I don't see any stock.
No, he just sees VHSs.
Yeah, Ajax is sort of looking around for the VHS and or the VCR, and he sort of gets distracted slightly by, maybe some of the new hot games or something like that, or maybe he sees like a game that he used to play when he was, young or something like that. Either way, didn't really have any luck, but yes, Ashley Connor does manage to find it's broken. But there is an old VR headset, and we're talking like, so imagine something similar to an Oculus Rift, but just the visor. It's got a really crappy strap. It's actually Velcro, and it's just visor, no proper head support or anything like that. And the only identifier on it is it says, RP. And then a tiny little serial number. It's very hard to make out.
So I give it to Ajax, and I phone in Agent Bob. Just Bob.
Why the fuck are you calling up Bob? I don't know fuck about VR.
Bob, do you know what a computer is? We found one.
Well, I had one of them in '85. It cost me a bunch though.
Yeah, I had an Apple too. All right, so
Alright.
why are you calling Bob?
I used to
Go on.
play this game with these wagons and horses. Kept dying of dysentery though.
Bob, we're switching
Alright.
control to you now. What? Meta.
So I called Bob and I informed her what I found and to see if he have anything to update.
All right.
Well, so is that your way of passing off, saying you're done in that town? You're moving on to my chapter? Yeah, we're just playing telephone. they found a VCR, a head, something. I don't know.
Call Agent Rudy and tell him that we found the headset. We're not calling him ourselves. We're not doing a group call. Good. Thank God you didn't text him. So Connor's off to get a latte and then head off to Toledo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are at Bob. You've arrived in Toledo. Toledo is the most recent, aside from Dillsboro, I believe. Let me just double check that. Yes, Toledo is October 1st. So this is only about 3 weeks ago. And this is Ricky Munster, age 7, lived here. So, is Bob... Well, I guess he's busing up to the house.
No, I got dropped off with Rudy.
Oh, Rudy dropped you off at the door and said, alright, goodbye,
Or
Dad.
just somewhere in Toledo. Bye, Dad. Fuck you! I'll see you later at home. Fuck you!
Okay. So Bob's at the door. We should talk. Bob is, extremely disheveled. You could probably
He's
tell
an
from the
old
picture.
man. He doesn't say FBI. He's got the FBI body armor, but it's underneath of his cleaning jumpsuit. So the only thing he's got that even identifies jack shit is the badge in his pocket.
Okay. And are you even wearing like the FBI hat, or I can
Nope.
see you wearing like some completely unrelated hat, like monster
Yeah,
trucks
just-
or something.
No, just one of the fucking the camo hats with
Oh yeah.
the mesh in the back, like the
Yeah.
trucker hat. So
Yes,
the back doesn't get
okay.
sweaty.
Okay.
Oh god.
So this is rolled up to this person's door. No doubt they think it's with the CDC or something. They're just terrified. Sorry, the Center for Disease Control. But anyway, So you've knocked, rang the door, something along those
Yeah.
lines. Are you scouting outside first?
Well,
Nope.
I mean,
Bob?
most people don't have their electricals on the front of the house. It's usually around the side, so that'd get you kicked off the property.
Yeah, that could get you in trouble. Okay.
Yeah, so let's knock. Give them a little bit of the 1-2 first, and then we'll
Yeah.
poke around the house.
All right. Well, they open up the door and they're like, can I help you?
Yeah, we don't donate to charity. Sorry. No. Not hear about that. We're here as a follow-up possible connection to your son's kidnapping case earlier this month.
Oh.
And
Oh, have they found him?
no, we haven't found them yet, but we've found some possible connections to other cases, so we're reaffirming our details to see if there's any further connection.
She's like, okay, can you come back later?
Well, I could, but it would just be a quick look through the room, and then I'd be out of your hair.
Alright, she's looking like visibly nervous right now. She's like, I really think it would be better if you came a little later. And then you hear in the back like, honey, who's at the door? She's like, oh, it's wrong number.
So we got one of these. Just okay, yeah. Well, I guess give me a time frame here. We're talking like tonight or like tomorrow.
She's, sort of,
She's antsy as fuck.
she's antsy, yeah, and you just almost hear like movement, and she's like, just give me 2 hours.
All right. I guess I'll fucking just walk my way or bust my way over to like I don't know, like a movie theater or something.
Yeah, okay.
Go find some time to piss away until
Alright.
Origami gets here.
So we'll just do a little bit of a forward. This should be happening around the same time that Rudy arrives in Cleveland. Also, similar timing to when the Fort Wayne guys are coming to you. Which does kind of work out because with a luck roll, you could probably have Ajax if you need him. Or Connor if you need her to actually be official and, take a bitch down.
Well, I mean, like I could have flashed the badge, but
Yeah.
let's not make the situation any more uncomfortable because it'd just be a search through the house. I don't need to piss off the parents
Right.
or
So,
parent and other.
yeah. So we're looking about 2 hours later. You're coming back to the house, and there's just a paper on the door that says, keys are under the mat. Feel free to look around.
Okay. Well, let's. Oh, I don't have to make a fucking search roll for that. grab the keys and, actually grab the keys and first things first.
Yeah.
Go around to the. Usually it seems like it's the right-hand side of the house around here, but the side of the house to find the electrical box.
All right. So you check the electrical box. Now you were not at the household before, so you don't exactly know what you're looking for. You just, obviously you've been told that it was a little bit fried and stuff like that.
Yeah, that there was soot and shit happened, and this was only this was only 2 weeks ago, so the soot wouldn't have worn off naturally yet.
Yep. So give me a search roll just in case, shenanigans.
Oh, right. I didn't update your paper from yesterday, but I want to change my search to 70 instead of 50 because I was like, he's a janitor. He's probably good at finding
Yep,
shit.
that's
because-
totally fine.
Yeah, gotta find the cobwebs and the gum stuck underneath the desks.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, I don't mind updating some things and sort of figuring out a few things as we go. I still think Origami still needs to pick a few bonds, so we still need to find out who's close to him or who supports him and stuff like that, but no rush on it.
Bob.
Oh, no. That'll happen in time.
The estranged uncle.
Well, that's actually interesting thing is in this iteration of Delta Green is as your old bonds wear down and you start to develop lots of strain on them and lots of mental trauma, you start gaining bonds with your Delta Green crew. which is great because now you have new things to draw upon when you need to reduce sand. But now it's bad because you're relying more and more upon these people that are also, at risk for death and insanity, and it's very cool. So, I'm sorry, search roll 70%.
Yes.
Do it up, Bobo. Oh,
Nope.
Jesus. Yeah. So as you're going,
Fucking.
I think it would just be funny if just
that's
OCD,
me.
you just wipe, you just wipe the thing.
Oh God.
I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't have done that, but I'm not sure Bob has OCD. I wouldn't imagine. But either way, no, you don't manage to find any trace of tampering or a electrical surge or burning or anything like that.
All right. Well, I guess let's head inside then, because
Yeah. So
bitch clean the electrical box.
you're looking around the house, and the first thing I want to say is there's nothing in it. And
So by nothing, you mean like moving day, shit's cleaned out, or
yeah,
like,
I
just
mean
nothing?
like nothing. Like there is a pair of shoes just on the inside, but aside from that, I'm talking no table, no chairs. There's if you walk in the kitchen, nothing in the pantries. Like there's just nothing in here. It is empty.
All right. Well, I guess it makes it real easy to search for stuff then. So I guess let's go find the bedrooms.
No, it actually makes it difficult to search for things. But you managed to find which rooms you assume would have been the bedroom. The largest giveaway as to which would have been, was it Ricky Munster? Ricky's room.
Yeah. Well, which one doesn't have the ensuite?
Yes. So yeah, you find the smaller of the rooms. It also has like a little bit of stain into the wood on the floor. Yeah.
Chocolate milk. That one's soda. Oh, that one's fucking cherries. Little shit.
Yeah, just Bob, just like, I'm on to you. So do you want to give a search of this room?
Sure.
Okay.
And
Okay. So a search reveals there are scuff marks on the floor where a computer might have been, a tower. Aside from that, there's just the thinnest trace of a soot on the inside of the window. It's almost like like a microfilm, right? But it's like a soot. You can't really see it, but as you're sort of like moving your like glove or whatever you're using to sort of look around and inspect for stuff, you just pick up this faint little trace.
what about the electrical socket nearby where the computer was?
It's actually brand new.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, a whole lot of nothing to find in here aside from the soot on the windowsill, which is a change from the previous household.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, since the rooms are all cleaned out, I guess the next thing would be to go back around the side of the house and see if there's soot on the outside, below, or on the window.
Okay, clever.
Because that's the only connection I got so far. Everything else is empty and clean.
Okay, just because of, it was only 3 weeks ago, but it's by a lake. I'm going to say might rain on occasion. I don't know the sort of central United States, but I would imagine Toledo, being by a lake, might rain. It's also northern for the state, so I feel like that may be more
Yeah.
likely.
But shit sticks on windows like a motherfucker.
True, okay. What is your POW, by chance? Let's see, I think I have you in here.
Garbo.
Probably
10.
not great. It's 10? Okay, so it's 50%. I'm going to give you a 25 because you are well-versed in dust. I mean,
Alright.
if anyone could find little traces of soot, it's Bob.
Well, see, now you just put that extra bit on there, which means I'm failing the roll.
No, nice. Okay. And the thing is, like, if you failed it, we could have worked around it. But you did make it, and that's excellent. So, again, it's your character. Feel free to tell me that, this is not how it happened. But Bob's going around the house, and this is actually a second-story window. So you've gone to the shed, and you've grabbed a ladder. from the shed. Now, interestingly enough, the shed has not been emptied. Okay,
What do
the
we have
shed.
in the shed? Is it just your standard fare, weed whacker, lawnmower, yada yada?
Yeah, now the garage is empty, but the shed is not, and it's just all sorts of like, gardening tools. There's a tiny little garden they have. I'm just talking planter pots. I'm not talking like a large, like sort of backyard garden. And yeah, you got a weed whacker, you have a lawnmower, you have like a toolbox of just random shit, and a ladder and a flashlight, just sort of standard fare. You ladder on up though, and actually the soot. Sorry, I got the hiccups. It's on the outside of the window as well, but it's only at the top.
Is
like
this
the top
a-
third of the window?
Is this a vertical window or a horizontal window?
By
way is
vertical,
it
do you
open?
mean it opens like with a
Yeah.
slit vertically?
Yes, it's opening direction.
Okay, now, sorry, I just want to clarify because in my mind, a horizontal window would be the one that is split in two and opens outward. A vertical window is the one that slides up.
Well, they also have horizontal windows that do essentially what the vertical one does, but just one pane slides behind the other.
Okay, so this is a slide up window.
Okay, so verticality, that'd be why it would be on the... Well, actually, no, because the upper section isn't the one that moves. The lower section moves up.
Exactly.
So that would mean that either it would have been transferred from the lower pane to the upper pane due to moisture, like sticking it from one to the other, because it'd be an excess, or for some reason they would have had it up on the second pane, but that wouldn't have got them into the room, so there'd be no benefit to that, because if it was just the entirety of the outside, the lower pane would have shit on it. Though, yet again, changing that, from a cleaning perspective, you raise the lower pane to clean it from inside of the house. Your arm can only reach that pane because it's now between it upper. Intriguing. Is there any finger, hand smudges in the soot, or just...
Are you the kind of person that would have a fingerprint kit?
I don't know. Would Bob be that weird? I mean, he is pretty damn weird.
Now, see, that's the thing. Like, you're currently working for the FBI, but you didn't ask for that kind of stuff. I feel like Agent Connor would probably have it in the van.
Yeah, but I mean, just if I could find fingerprints there, then I could wait for Connor to come pick my ass up.
I
Well,
was gonna
what-
say you
what's-
can call Connor and see how far away he is. See.
But I'm not going to do that on top of a ladder. I'm going to investigate first and then get off and take my phone.
well, here's the thing.
Well-
You're a clever guy. Bob is a clever individual. I'm not sure his intelligence, though, but sort of oddly clever. Sorry, let me...
Well, I mean, his int's 50, so he's not an idiot savant, but he's not retarded.
Yeah, so he's... I like to say that the average human is between 8 and 10 for any stat. So, because obviously we're dealing with heroes at the best of times here. So you're on the average level of intelligence, but the question is, even an average intellectual person, even an idiot, can be genius at certain things.
Yeah, idiot savant.
Yeah, exactly.
Kinda
So
deal.
the question here is Bob the kind of guy that would know something that you personally might know to get fingerprints without having an official kit?
Well, without having an official kit, since it would already be in the soot, that would be the opposing medium, so I would just need something to lift it, so just some scotch tape or something like that.
I guarantee you could find some in the shed. That's your call whether you want to call Connor and see if she's close and she can maybe make a drive roll to speed it up, or if you would like to just try and get your own.
Well, I could mosey on over to the shed and call him on my way there, because if the answer is, 45 minutes out, fuck waiting.
Okay. Now, I do want to say, just a heads up, any real-world knowledge that you can think of, you can always throw in the game, and you can always suggest to another character. But personally, I mean, just something I thought of, being on a window, a phone with a flash would do a pretty good job of at least getting an idea. It might not be perfect, but it does help. Unfortunately, Bob is not tech literate, so he wouldn't be able to do that. Somebody else could at least get a really
They could show
shitty
them
one.
something neat like my phone. If you take and just shake your wrist twice, then it turns on the flashlight function.
Okay. Okay.
So they could at least show them that. Just, okay, just take it and just twist. There
Yeah.
you go, flashlight's on.
But I feel like Bob doesn't have a phone like that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they'd be like, you need to use this phone. But my old phone's fine. Your old phone is from 95. You need to use this one.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to give Connor a call first, and we'll determine our next course of action.
Yep.
All right. So, Connor, you're now on the phone. Bob has explained everything. Ajax is listening. I assume it's on speaker in the vehicle because you're driving. Do you have any points in drive? Hang on, I can check. You have, no, just the default 20.
I've got 50. Shit.
All right. Well, Connor, give me a drive roll. I'll give you plus 20 because we are the FBI. We do have... No, I can't do that. I was going to say yesterday we could say the highways were closed for the parades and all the festivities. Today they're probably fucked up.
Give them
because
like you could give them like a 10 and say that we have like... It doesn't matter anyways, but you could
Yeah.
say like, GPS and other kind of shit, but...
I wonder... I don't suppose Ajax put points in drive. I feel like he didn't. No, he didn't put any in there.
Am I the only one with drive then?
Probably. You're probably going to be
'Cause, I
like
mean,
I'm
extremely...
checking.
extremely clutch later on. Now I feel like not everyone used all their points.
Right,
Ajax,
not-
I've used 7 of my 8.
Ajax used all his. I know that much.
I got like
Wow.
4.
I mean, technically I've only used 6, but I did waste one saying that I put points into the lock picking, so...
Oh, it's not a waste because lockpicking could always come in handy.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I have 5 20% left.
Oh, nice. All right. So I mean, you could always have drive if you need it, but probably don't. So let's see. Yes. Let's say it's going to be an hour for Agent Connor to arrive, just because traffic got really
Traffic.
shitty. Yeah. She's on the 469. Y'all know how bad that is, right? Hashtag Cincinnati traffic.
Hashtag you're gonna be eating it the whole way.
Yeah.
I told Mom there's like a kit. I don't know what it is behind the van, but it came with amp for Ajax.
I mean, I hope you mean there's a kit in the back of the van, because if there's a kit behind the van, it doesn't have one.
We left it on the road back there.
Ajax,
Yes,
go back that up, you shit!
Otherwise, don't touch it if he doesn't know how to get the fingerprints.
Well, I'm sure Bob's probably seen an episode of, or 7 of CSI.
Yeah, you've probably seen the whole damn show. It's
Exactly.
It's probably your dream.
He doesn't play video games, he just fucking watches TV.
All right. Well, here you go, guys. Do we roll for Ajax to see if he offers to take the wheel and I know a shortcut?
How about you let Ajax decide?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That was awesome, dude. Get in here.
I know a shortcut, my vision is
Running it now.
augmented.
Oh my god. Well, here's the clutch. So if Ajax decides
And then I roll
to
a
do this,
99 again.
yeah. I mean,
I was in the middle of doing reports and I just hear, I look back, 99 out of 100.
yeah.
Ajax. This is why we don't proxy characters, because it all goes downhill.
Potentially, we end up in Tiffin. On the other hand,
Oh,
So,
Yeah, I know a shortcut,
shortcut.
so where the fuck are we? Well, we're in Cleveland. How the fuck did you?
yeah,
Dundee?
we're supposed to pick up Bob. Oh no!
Sorry, Bob, you're taking the bus. Oh, god damn it. Alright, get out the bus. Official fucking FBI business. You can't get it. Yes, I can. I am the law.
I'm sure there's a department of motor vehicles that you can go to.
All right, so what's the roll you need? A D100?
Yeah, you have a 20%.
The hundo trying to get a drive bonus.
Oh, okay. You know what? I will give you guys. What do you think? Is this fair to give him a plus? Oh, Jesus Christ! I was gonna say a plus 20 because he's a hacker man, can GPS something, but
I was gonna say like you could put them both together, but that would still only make a 40. You know, 2 heads better than 1 and all that.
All right, and Zelphus, you got a 70% chance for luck. Give me a roll to see if you do end up in Tiffin or not.
D1.
D100. 70%
Oh, no.
chance we're in Tiffin.
Well, could we
Fuck
do?
Oh, I returned at a bad time, I think. There's something wrong with
Could
that
we go with
time.
Findlay instead of Tiffin, so they just have to head north?
I thought
I think it's
Also-
funnier. I think it's funnier like overshooting and getting in Tiffin though.
I would like to
that
point something out. After 32 years of life, and obviously about 8, or probably about 10 years and change of driving, you would imagine that we'd have a higher skill rating for an automobile, not under fire, not driving hazardously. And how the hell do you get lost on a freeway?
Well, no, because that's the thing. Like normally you don't have to roll to drive a car, but it's 20% chance to do it in an extreme situation, which was getting to Toledo faster than an hour. You know, because you guys like.
But
Oh.
the best part about Tiffin, though, is that they're gonna have to backtrack for
I
probably
know.
10 miles just to get back because Tiffin's a dead end.
Yeah, Tiffin's really good. It's just a wonderful little town. Great town. So yeah,
Well, you could stop in and get another fucking whatever frappuccino while you're there.
oh yes.
no,
Well,
I had
that's-
too many.
Yeah. man.
Well, you could
Oh.
okay stop over for a piss break then.
All right. Well, let's update. there we go.
This
So-
is such a bad idea.
So we're
Yeah,
off.
Bob
in
calls him back up. So where are you guys at? Well, we're entering Tiffin. Tiffin, what the fuck?
yeah. Oh,
We
man.
heard they had your favorite brand of whiskey.
You've calmed the
That
beast
wasn't
for
Tiffin, that
now.
was Findlay. You missed that too. God damn.
I love how there's a town called Bowling Green, like America. And then, wow, we drove through Defiance on the way here.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
That was a good show through season 1.
So at this point, I take the wheels back from
Yeah.
Ajax saying, no.
You don't know what you're doing any more than I do. Bob's just shouting from Toledo. You're both retarded.
All right, so is Bob going with the Scotch tape approach?
Bob's going with the Scotch tape and hope.
Okay, now I do want to say, you
Or
brought
actually, you know what?
up. Sorry.
Before I go with the Scotch tape, is this single pane or double pane glass?
Is it? Ooh. Which?
Like, how rough can I be here?
Ooh. Let's say it's double pane.
Well, if it's double pane, then considering going inside and just taking off the fucking pane and putting it on the ground.
Yeah, you could totally do that. Yeah.
Because then I could just bring it like
I mean-
into the house rather
Yeah.
than having to clamber up a ladder.
Like, oh, I mean, there's a toolkit right there if you need it to leverage things and whatever.
Yeah.
So
Because
you-
I mean, if it was single pane, I wouldn't risk it because that shit cracks.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And this is one thing I do want to mention again. We are sort of investigative people. So, and I want to say props to you, Borrowed, for this. But you were the first person to. It's one thing to write down information that you've been given. It's another thing to go to the locations that you've been given as clues and do some stuff. But you were the first person to take concrete fucking evidence of just a random thing, which is crazy cool. You know, it's awesome. So good job.
Hey,
I don't want to be that guy. No, I won't be that guy. Somebody else can be that guy. But just saying, if someone wanted to get a sample of anything at any time, it's always a good idea too, because we have things to do. We have
Well,
things
I
to
don't
carry.
know what happened earlier.
well,
so
I mean, I would still have the soot on the
Yeah,
rubber
totally.
gloves,
But I'm
so
saying like
they're
just
same.
just a reminder, we can always get samples if we're curious about things. So
Back it up, boys. We're back to Fort Wayne.
does anyone want to fill Ajax? Okay, sorry. Do you mean Ajax the character, or do you mean Zelphus the person? Doesn't know.
Zelphus, the person, doesn't really know what happened. I know there was something where I walked into a room and suddenly VR headset.
Yeah, cool. So does anyone want to fill Zelphus in real quick on what he missed?
Well, I mean, I can fill you in from the fourth wall. It's you and Origami and Connors went to Fort Wayne and investigated which one was it? April? Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
April.
April.
Yeah, April. Nelson.
And you talked to the parents. You fucked up your role, but You
Sounds to be the theme for the night.
Yeah, you determined, though, that she rented the same game, came with a little VR headset, so you didn't have to buy one, just a shitty little VR headset to use with it. And there was no real evidence in the house. Like, it had been cleaned up and all that. That's why there was the rotary phone, though, is they were having electrical problems. So their house phone, the wireless, fucked off and died. So then you stopped over at the local Blockbuster, which is where they were renting the headset and game from. And whilst there, you, yet again, fucked up your roll, but Origami managed to find a damaged and old headset which had RP on it. You know, Rainbow Publishing, RP, and a serial code. But it's old and
I wish I'd
damaged.
been here.
So.
Well, the cool thing is you are still in the van with it in the back, and you do have a bit of a drive up to Toledo.
All right.
So you can almost...
While it's finagling.
Would it be all right for me to examine it a little bit more in depth?
Yeah, do you want to plug it into anything? Or do you just want to take it apart? and
Well,
look
let's
at-
do a dry run before we plug it in.
Okay, so we're doing that. Are we going to... I want to say this is microelectronics as a skill.
All right.
Board's already panicking.
I don't see electronics in here.
I-
Like, period.
It would be like a craft skill, but I think...
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you have microelectronics.
Really? Where am I? Am I just
Oh,
retarded?
not you. No, sorry, it's like one of those things you just... Like lock picking, like it's not a thing. You just
Oh,
have
I'm
to-
doing the wrong thing.
Oh.
Oh, whoops. It's D100 off of...
Yeah, you did it
Order?
right. Yeah, you ballsed it.
All right, hold on. I'm going to log out and log back in. I think something's wrong. No, I'm just saying, since I've been here, I haven't been below an 80 on a roll yet, and that's kind of
You've
concerning
only had,
me.
what, 2 rolls?
Yeah, but also with the rolls tied into earlier where I was still above 80.
But that was me, though, rolling those.
Yes, but you're rolling them as me.
No, I was just rolling them as me. But
He's
Oh, never
questioning
mind.
his art.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. That breaks the chain of reasoning here. Never mind.
no, it's
I'm just
fair.
bad
I
at my
see what
life.
you're saying. It was just bad luck, yeah. It sucks. I mean, I can never tell what this is saying. Like, you rolled a 40, or you rolled a 61, is that what it's saying?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
I think it's saying
Fail,
if
fail,
you-
fail.
Yeah, like your goal was 40, you rolled a 60. Your goal was 20, you rolled a 40. Your goal was 8, you rolled a 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't quite know why the fuck it's rolling 3 times, but
Yeah, I don't really get that either. Either way. So, okay. You don't manage to do anything with a dry run. We're gonna plug it in and use computer science.
I think I'm going to stop touching things.
Okay, you're just gonna set it down for now. We can always mess with it later.
You
Mess
know
it
what?
on our way to
I'm
Cleveland.
thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, because what's going on right now with these rolls, I don't feel confident making any more rolls. To be quite honest.
Well, in the meantime, then Ajax.
Wait, you said it was computer sciences, right?
Yeah, computer science. If you have it plugged in, microelectronics is the like repairing or looking at the
Alright.
insides of it. Yeah.
We're gonna plug it into a source without the Wi-Fi on, so we're gonna just do.
Okay, so you've turned your tablet off.
also I assume that Ajax would be running it in.
Holy fuck! You enter the
Okay, then
Matrix.
what I
this?
was going to say is I assume Ajax had also been smart enough to run it in a sandbox. So then, if it did try to any malware or any, of
I
that.
mean, Ajax is a master computer hacker.
clearly Ajax just like hacked into the government of fucking
Yeah.
Russia with a cell phone.
Wow. You.
It's amazing what happens when you dial Putin direct.
Hello, comrade. You need nuke?
Okay, so it is damaged.
Not today, but I will take some of that fine vodka.
It is damaged. Now, are you going to put it on, or are you just sort of pulling up essentially what would be like a...
Diagnostics, history files, things of that
Here,
nature.
Connor, put this on while you're driving.
I need you to test this really quick.
Okay,
Please
but
help.
now I don't actually know this about VR, so if someone else can fill me in. But with a VR, I know you can stream them. Well, I don't know about streaming per se, but I know, sorry, that you can record video from them. So there is a way to pull whatever they're seeing and just put it onto a single screen.
I
Yeah,
would prefer doing that
they
on
do, as
external
far as
stuff.
I know, is they just they act kind of like a third monitor output. So you just tell your computer output to that rather than your monitor 1 and 2.
Okay, so are you doing that then, Zelphus?
So
Right.
just instead of it outputting that, output to the
Yeah,
computer.
I'm trying
Sorry.
to pull as much information as I can, as safely as I can from the system.
But I'm asking, are you like putting it onto your screen? Like
Yeah, I'm
what
pulling
it
it
would
off
see?
onto. Oh,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got all this information, obviously, with
But-
your one.
yeah, I'm
you could-
using one of
But
those.
I'm
using-
asking if you're seeing what they saw, if you can get any of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you pulling a video feed from it as well?
Well, I was hoping to do it just from both
Just-
sets, but separate runs, so I could see one first, like what they saw, and then what the system was putting out.
Okay,
or
okay.
vice
So
versa.
you get all the stats and whatever you need. Since you got a 1, honestly, if there's anything ever relating to the stats of the object that ever come up later, you know it.
What was it? Exact volumetric displacement in milliliters?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, we can just give that to you. If you are pulling up what you would see if you were wearing the headset, though, it appears to have some sort of program already running in it, sort of built in.
So more than just the firmware.
More than just the firmware. Now, this is a damaged product. You didn't manage to fully repair it, but it's a lot of weird shapes. Let's see. You know what? I can draw. So we'll be deleting this after. But imagine if you were seeing something. We're staring at a flat plane here, because obviously it would be VR. So you'd be seeing it in 3D.
A flat plane, paper airplane?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bart. I'm not the
Oh.
only one who thought that immediately.
Let's make it bright colors. But so imagine if you were just seeing things like, you know, like a triangle here, and just like a square here. Sorry, it's not a great square, you know, and like a circle, and then just like a square. Just,
Are we doing the configuration for a PlayStation?
no, but see, that's pretty clever.
Next
Yeah.
album, Max.
But you're just seeing weird geometric shapes like this, or maybe you got like a fucking rhombus or something like that. But it's just things like this. But again, you have to imagine this is a flat plane, but it would be in 3D. So these would be 3-dimensional, but they're all translucent. You can see through all of them. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then what was the other information that we pulled from the system?
Whatever you want, man.
Like the other.
Whatever you want.
Let's see. I'd like to know more about when it was first activated. Either if they did it
Ooh.
at the factory, or if it was first time ever activated at the abductee's home.
Okay, that's really good. First time activated was
I'm 12.
Wait, what?
Wow.
oh no, we deleted Ajax. He couldn't take it.
I found a way to draw connected lines. It's the polygon shape maker, but I was making letters with it.
Yeah, you certainly were. Oh boy. Okay, so sorry. It was activated before the April Nelson was using it. So let's say the first.
Does it have a geocode attached to it in the data files? Something like, 'cause
Yep.
again, if they're using Wi-Fi and all that, etc., it should
Okay.
have a.
It was
pointed to
used
draw that up.
several times over the course of 1 month in Fort Wayne. So several times over the course of a month. And
All right.
yeah, and its first activation was January, let's say 22nd of 2016.
All right. January 2nd, 2016. Got it.
Mhm.
Are there any identifying markings or proprietary patents on any of the technology inside that might lead us to the assembly parts that make up the whole? Because most
We
chipboards
can-
nowadays do have.
You did get that one. You did get that one.
But I can
Okay.
sense I'm
Fuck off,
pushing it.
Rudy.
Sorry, DM.
Sorry.
Played it,
Do
Rudy.
you have anything? Shit. You don't have any points in occult, do you?
Let me check.
I feel like you didn't. I got 5%, which is I think the default.
Occult. Let's see.
Okay, unless you phone a friend
Offer.
type of deal. I think.
Oh God, it's a 5. Never mind.
You can
You're
always,
absolutely right. Just a 5.
you can always try, or you could, I suppose, like pass it on to your internet buddies.
Wait. Is it a symbol that I can transcribe
It's
onto
not-
an image to send?
Well, you could screenshot all this data, or I mean, you could.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I would like to take a screenshot of the image.
It's
And I'd
not
like to-
now. It's not a symbol. But
What
what
is
it is it's essentially some of the serial numbers for the firmware and for on some of the actual chips themselves. They don't. They're just very odd. Like they're not a standard serial number. They're way too freaking
How are
long.
they configured?
No, it would just be like a series of numbers and letters, like, and anything like this, right? But like, it just keeps going. Like I mean, let's say they're like 70 characters long. Like just insane. Like way
hell?
too big. Exactly.
Pretty sure the standard serial code for stuff is like 20 characters. Like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like these are really long, and so that's why you're like, well, those are kind of weird. So you're gonna send those off to your buds. Because an Ajax might not know what they mean. I mean, you can roll that D100, see if you get a 5 or less. Anything's
No,
possible.
because with the occult, again, with my stats on the occult, I know nothing of it aside from it's kind of a hokey thing. People
Okay, but-
get cajole themselves into thinking it's real.
Now, one thing is we have to, we sort of have to expand how we think about things like this. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but so a 5% in the occult can mean it could be as basic as, well, I've heard ghost stories in my life. Absolutely, yeah, that is a 5% in the occult. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot of ghost stories. I've watched some
I
scary
played Call of
movies.
Cthulhu.
Exactly.
That would actually
Yeah.
require you to have a higher occult, I think.
Or
Okay, yeah, you have 7.
a 5% could be,
10.
you know, when I was in high school, I knew a Wiccan, and I got interested, and I started reading a lot of stuff about sort of Wiccan mythology and Wiccan practices and their sort of witchery, or like their form of voodoo, if you will. You know what I mean? And the thing is, sure, that 5% isn't much in the grand scheme of the world, but that 5% is actually a very focused 5%. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, if maybe Ajax is one of those like stereotypical hacker guys who's very conspiracy theorist type of like, you know, sort of nerd, this 5% might work in that favor. Like, I've read this on the internet as some sort of weird conspiracy, or I've seen like an odd image, like, again, doing weird stuff, or I've been interested, like, you know what I mean? That's all.
Fuck. What is it? Jurassic Park. This is blank. I know this.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember the line. It's been probably like 12 years since I last
It's
saw
not
that movie.
machine code, is it?
This is a machine gun. I don't know this.
Yeah. No, I can't. I know what you mean though. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking line. But up to yourself. If you don't want to roll the D100, you don't have to. But I'm saying you could think of it that way. You know.
It's a Unix system. That's
Oh.
what it is.
Did you really just Google that, or did that come to
Yes.
your mind? Oh, I was gonna say, wow. Cheers to you for remembering.
No, like I said, it's been like 12 years. Nope.
Sure, it's just a roll, right?
Yeah, totally.
You've gone insane now because you tried
No,
to think of the wrong part.
Try to
Borrowed.
think too hard.
Rudy Origami, stop. He will
I
do
didn't
that.
do anything.
No, I won't do it for this. Just no saying less. All right, 41. Nope, doesn't come to you. But it does remind you that somebody you know might. So how are you sending this off to your pals? I assume you're
Gotcha.
disconnecting the device before turning on the Wi-Fi.
course.
Okay. And then
You possibly suspect device give it access to the internet.
yeah, are you emailing them or?
Yeah, but I like to compress it down into a zip file, and I like to encode it if I can.
Okay, so it's like a password.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool beans. That is sent.
The password is, why the fuck are we over in Tiffany?
Tiffin and Tiffin.
Oh man, it's so funny. Why did I write Tiffin? I wrote that like earlier. I was like something about like I was like, oh, I was like, oh shit.
Well,
Oh no, I remember something about Tiffin though. Anyway, the newspaper you read this morning, bro.
oh,
All those murders were in Tiffin.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at my notepad, I was like, why did I write Tiffin? I just wrote the word Tiffin. I was like, what is that about? And I'm like, oh God.
Oh God, the murder.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you not to fucking go.
I told you not to go to Tiffin. This road trip's all kind of bad. Okay. So you guys are headed to Toledo to pick up Borrowed. Now we're gonna pop over the Borrowed, and then we can finally get to Rudy. Sorry about
Perfect.
that, Rude. Borrowed, you
Yeah,
were...
sorry, that one kind of derailed things for a while.
Did you take off the whole window?
No, because taking off the whole window would mean I'd have to take the frame apart. I'm just simply going inside since the upper pane is further interior than
Yep.
the lower pane. I'm just simply taking it off and putting
Okay.
it on the floor rather than having to ask Connors to clamber up the ladder and then try and take the sample.
Now the
If
question
slash when they get here.
question is, are you going to leave the house and go somewhere else with the window, or are you going to
Nah,
stay?
I would just find a table or a pop-up table. Find a piece of furniture too.
You could
What
use like a kitchen counter because there's no tables or
Yeah.
anything.
Just
Yeah.
something to put it on.
Okay. So and you're just gonna wait there?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? She's not home. The other helper of hers is not home, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'll wait for Connors. Well, they don't have a TV. Fuck, can I call up Connors and ask him how you turn on the radio on this damn phone?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. All right. So you're doing that. We're gonna pop over to Agent Rudy. Agent Rudy, you have arrived at the household of. Where are we here? Was the Gersh? Josh Smith lived in Cleveland. He was kidnapped September the 12th. So it's about a month and a week ago. So it's been a bit. He was 9 years old. You're at a house, and what do you do?
Knock on the door.
Okay, so both a man and a woman actually greet you at the door, and they said, "Oh, same sort of spiel. The FBI. Have you heard? Sorry, reading.
Have you heard about the FBI?
Have you heard about the FBI?
I heard about the FBI. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Borrow just covertly hides the badge. No, tell me about the FBI.
My bad, guys. Sorry. So you open the door, man and a woman, and
God, I was imagining Zelphus was going to go with like a 40K. No, tell me about them, you fucking heretic. Tell me about your descent.
So this man and a woman open the door, and they both look a little surprised to see you. And the woman's like, "Thank you so much."
Bitch, I ain't here for you.
Is that Canical?
The bitch I ain't here now. But thank you. Yeah.
Well, no, it's Rudy there, not me.
Yeah, it's me.
That's the only reason they let him in. They didn't let me in. I look homeless.
I mean, that's in my
there's a scary man at the door.
Yeah. That was the thing. She was actually terrified when she saw Portland.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you see this old guy in a fucking dark blue jumpsuit with a camo hat who says he's here about an investigation with the FBI.
Yeah.
But, like, she didn't even ask to see the badge or anything. She's like, come back in 2 hours. And then she fucking leaves me the house alone. Like, she's
Yeah.
not the smartest cookie.
All right. So Rudy.
She's more of the dough just sitting in the freezer.
Now, the
Yeah.
woman actually seems a lot more welcoming to you, and she's like, "Please come in. We're just having supper." she ushers you in if you'd like.
Okay.
All right.
Walking.
So as you head
Gives
over,
up more than my father does.
yeah. So the man sits at the table. There's a small boy, sort of pre-pubescent sort of era. I'm not sure how old he is, and
Hi there, you're Josh.
yeah, the lady's. Oh, that'd be kind of rude.
Oh, what was that game where the guys running around? Josh!
Oh.
Josh!
Well, you,
Oh,
Silent Hill,
it's
wasn't it?
heavy rain, dude. Heavy rain.
yeah, heavy rain.
Yeah, that's the intro. But anyway, so she actually starts setting another plate out and starts scooping food onto it, and she pulls out a chair for you. The man's sitting down, sort of waiting.
We found the missing children.
Oh God.
It's in the Lecter household.
Don't forget the
carrots.
fava beans.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more the new Hannibal.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen New Hannibal. I've
The,
just seen Silent Hill.
Yeah, the
Hannibal
TV
Buress?
series. No, the
I
TV
target you,
series.
fool!
Fuck, I don't recall what the hell the guy's name is who played Hannibal.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you're
Like
talking
the
about.
TV
Sorry,
show
we're
he's talking
kinda-
about. Yeah.
Yeah, diverging from the topic, though. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. Said tracking. Back to the
so,
story.
So she's invited you to sit down. She's like scooping out some food onto a plate for you. I mean, it's like pork chops and some rice, a little bit of mashed potato, peas. I think that sounds very American. And
You've been on the road for 8 hours. I don't think we stopped for breakfast. Just coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll kindly sit down at the table.
Okay. So
Nom, 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 nom.
once you sit down, she's
Well-
going to sit down herself. She's sipping a little wine. They're enjoying the meal, and and they say, so where'd you find him? You never told us.
Inside the food.
It's a good thing I'm not there, you little fuck. Have fun weaseling out of that one.
I would proceed to say, sorry, we haven't found him yet, but we have leads of other kids disappearing in almost the same manner.
Well, she.
And ask if I.
They're both going to look confused right now. And they look at the boy and they look at you.
Yeah. You need to give them more, but phrase it in a way that's not going to scare the little one. Like say there's like interconnect, or there's possible interconnections. You don't never give
Okay.
facts. Possible interconnections with other cases. Yada yada.
Well, I'll do it that way then.
Oh, okay. Well, she's like, I don't understand. There's been more kidnappings?
There's a possibility of that happening. Really,
Of them being interconnected, because there was more
Oh.
kidnappings, but we don't know if they were all
Well, yeah.
directly together. But
Okay. Well,
they seem to be correlated.
she's like, well, haven't you caught him already? The pedophile.
Now we have to roll
You
bluff.
haven't caught him?
we
We don't know
have,
if it's a he, a she, or a them, they. I
Could I
keep stepping
say-
in for Rudy, sorry.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
That's okay, dude.
spacing, but could you say something along the lines of we're trying to figure out who it is still?
Yeah. Well, again, very confused. She looks and she's like, but, I mean, the FBI just brought Josh back this morning.
Oh, shit. Who called it?
Wow.
Oh, this just got interesting.
Yeah.
Rudy,
I am-
this is where you say something along the lines of, I was not informed of this at all. I need to go make a phone call.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And like go step out on the back porch or something, because
Okay.
this is some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Uh,
you step out to make your phone call then. She says, of course. Would you like to finish eating first?
Sorry, I can just see him like look back, look at the plate, look back, and then pick up the plate and then walk out.
No, he just picks the pork chop up off the plate and just walks off with that gnawing on it.
I'm sorry. My dad raised me on TV dinners.
You mean you
Why
can't
don't
take
you
it
have
with
that?
you?
Yeah.
I'll.
What do you mean the whole plate doesn't go in the garbage?
It got too real. It got too real. All right.
Dad's cooking recipes: hot dogs, more hot dogs.
Yeah.
And sometimes we're getting fancy. Ketchup.
It's ketchup with white rice. That shit's delicious.
Agreed.
So what are you doing there, Rude?
I will kindly eat the dinner at a more brisk pace than they are, so I can
Mhm.
make up food, but without it seeming I'm in a rush.
Okay. So you do, and
Nom, 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 nom. Sorry, gotta go.
yeah, you step out to make your phone call. Now just again, we're just gonna pause. The first couple sessions are gonna be sort of the tutorial stuff. We're doing very good though, a lot better than when we first started, and honestly, I think this is a pretty good group. I'm liking it. But Rudy, Origami has this issue a little bit too. Origami has a lot he wants to say, and sometimes I feel like he has trouble saying it, and that's okay. Rudy, I feel like sometimes I could be wrong here, but it just feels like you might be a little bit embarrassed saying things. And that's okay. And it's totally okay if other people help you say things, like Borrowed, or like if Zelphus was to step in, like that's fine.
I
Yeah.
would
Keep stepping
hey,
and then realizing
honestly,
I'm talking for him.
Yeah,
if I was invited to, I would be happy to help.
It's just one of those things, like, it's okay. And it's okay to step in, Borrowed. I mean, obviously try and like let him do his thing a little bit as well, but
Yeah, like
I'm just saying,
I'm usually waiting. Like if there's like a pause, then it's like
yeah.
he's not filling in the blank.
But
I
like
need.
role playing is a very embarrassing thing. It just is. It's just what it is, and it's also a very if you have any form of like social anxiety, it's hard to do and it's hard to go. And like I said, it may not seem it all the time, but I am one of the shyest people on the earth. Obviously, that's not true. There's people that are like that 1%. That's insane. But no, I'm like massive amounts of social anxiety. I could barely speak to people when I was younger. I had a lot of trouble with that. Role playing got me through that. I started playing like a bard in D&D, and because I wanted to be the charismatic guy, I wanted to be that sort of hero. And by doing that in D&D with a small group of people, I taught myself to, in real life, project, to in real life sort of be that person I wanted to be. So the thing is, totally understand if anyone feels any of that stuff. I've been there. I'm still there. I still get socially awkward. I still get anxiety talking to people. But, you'll get better at it. It's just a lot of doing, and that's okay. I'm just saying, never feel bad and never be afraid to, have a pause. Pauses are
Believe me,
fine.
guys. Raffle had to put up with me when I first started this, and I was going like,
Yeah. I mean, fucking trying to get Kalen to roleplay is another story altogether. But anyway, sorry, just a little bit of an interjection there. So, like, we can,
and we are here to help. So if there's
address
something-
and move. Yeah, and that's totally. I mean, at some point, we're going to be having maybe some randos from the internet drop in with a couple of us, and they're also going to be new role players, and it's just a case of just helping everybody sort of learn the hobby, get into the hobby. So Rudy, you've stepped out. You're now on the phone with. Are you doing a group call, or are you calling one of the members in particular?
I'll be calling the entire group
Very clever.
and my boss all at the same time. Saying
Okay,
what's
so you're bringing
going
Fred
on.
into this.
Yeah, but at first it'll be just the group explaining what's going on,
Okay.
and then throwing in Fred
Okay.
saying what's going on.
Oh,
Why
you know what?
The FBI dropped off the
Fred,
kid
yeah,
also.
this is going to be an interesting phone call.
Because that is very clever, yeah.
Yeah, but when you call up Fred, Bob's going to be awfully confused. Wait, which Fred?
Oh God, yeah. You
This
sound
gonna
like
be
my
some
drinking buddy.
Wait. Are you Fred from Cincinnati? You son of a bitch! I knew it.
I knew it. Okay, so yeah, you call it up. Fred is busy. You can tell there are phones ringing off, and he's like, "Agent Rudy, make this quick. I'm up to my ass in shit right now."
Oh, God.
So full of it, your eyes are brown.
and then there's Sniggers on the phone.
Yeah. He's like, these assassinations, fucking, somebody shot some people at the parade. You know, the one with the Syrian soldiers coming back. Still, no fucking idea. No motives, no weapons, nothing. Somebody shot
you
three
mean
of
the
these
one in
fuckers.
Tiffin? We're there right now.
Yeah. No, Tiffin was the evisceration case, the Jack the Ripper, the little
Yeah, but they didn't
sidebar.
kill any soldiers while they were there.
No, the murders for the soldiers were over East Way. You know,
Ah.
wherever the parade was. For simplicity's sake, let's say, what's a city to the east of us on the map?
Worcester.
Worcester. Sure.
Worcester?
fuck
Is that like a big city though?
I
No.
don't know.
I think
Population 200.
Looking
I
for a
think
big city.
I think Newark is a little bit big. Well, there's Columbus, but that's pretty big.
Oh yeah, Columbus
There's
is perfect
Vancouver.
actually. Let's say Columbus because that's to the east of Cincinnati. It's not where our FBI office is, but it's another big one. It's perfect. So Columbus is where the parade was, and he's like, you know, no idea. We've been interviewing people all fucking morning. No idea how these guys got in here, who they were, why they shot them. It's fucked. The press is all up my ass because this was like our big thing, our big parade. We had one shot to make Americans feel fucking safe again in this goddamn country. So what is it?
You're
Proceed.
not going to be happy.
Well, we have some good news and some bad news. Good news is we got coffee.
Oh God.
Click. No, okay, so he is listening though.
So basically, since everyone's on the phone, what could we say?
Well, the problem is that
If
we
I-
all haven't met up, so we all have to like.
No,
Get our bits in
so what Rudy did was he called all of you guys first, and then he called Fred with the group after, so that you could all exchange your information. Yeah. Yeah. So again, the nice thing is about being modern day is we can just all be interconnected and assume we're sharing information as long as we're.
Did we lose Raffle?
Oh, you guys hear that screaming?
No.
No, yeah, no, your mic stopped.
Oh, because I stopped talking because there's screaming happening all in.
Oh God, the Cincinnati murders.
Oh,
or not the
Jesus.
the
The
Columbus
Tiffin.
murders.
Wait. Raffle, leave your mic open. Oh, and he doesn't do it. Nice.
No, yeah.
You should probably call the police, dude. I can hear that.
Yeah, there's actually some really, really freaky shit. Like some girls screaming like "No God, please" and stuff. So, I'll
Okay, call the police.
yeah,
That's...
I'll be back in like
Go,
a couple
go.
minutes. Just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk about one of our best friends who's probably going to be a first responder to a murder.
Oh
Totally
boy.
fine. Nothing to worry about there at all.
Murder, emergency, some form of Oh boy. Well, while
Well,
he's
folks, Call of Cthulhu got real quick.
Yeah. That's creepy.
he doesn't even live in Tiffin. Goddamn, how's there murders?
He doesn't live in America.
We're all
Or Columbus.
Tiffin.
We're all Tiffin now.
Honestly, when you said Tiffin the first time, I thought you said Puffin. I'm like, why is there a small bird involved in this Call of Cthulhu?
I
Why isn't there?
was gonna say, why is that?
It gets even better because then it's like, we're all Puffins now.
We're all puffins now. Lights up.
And of
Oh,
course, mine would
God.
still be wearing glasses.
I
Come to
was
think of
talking
it,
about
that
the
would be
type of
kinda
puffin,
cute.
you know, Snoop Dogg puffin.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I know it's you, man, but I was just saying. There's two types.
There is. I'll concede that point to you. There truly is.
Oh fuck!
Wouldn't it be great if this is just like some Canadian equivalent of a prank for Halloween?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, Raffle gets out there. What the fuck's going on?
And then just gotcha.
Punches him in the face. I'm not buying you Hortons ever again, eh? You son of a bitch.
Oh God.
Honestly, and the saddest thing is having been there and having had Tim Hortons. When people are like, "Man, Tim Hortons is shit," it's like, "Excuse me, what? Let's talk about this." You clearly haven't had Tim Hortons.
I know what it is, but I can't think of what it is.
Think of it like a really fancy Starbucks, except the prices are fair and the food is delicious, and you get a lot for your dollar.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Like I almost got in trouble at the airport because I was trying to walk out with like this huge bag of Tim Hortons coffee and like, sir, why do you have that much coffee and why are you flying into the States? Because I fucking love Tim Hortons. So the guy just looks at me, kind of, he's looking at me like, you know what? Go ahead, go. Waffle will attest. He saw me going through there, and they're looking at the bag like, what is this?
You guys are fucking Canadian. You know what Tim Hortons is. Don't fucking bullshit me.
It really is true because you'll go up to it and imagine like the line at a Starbucks. Imagine that threefold.
Mm.
You'll just get there and go, yep, this is quality. Everyone wants it.
It's hard to imagine threefold in New York.
Well, threefold in fucking Seattle, where all of the lines are 25 minutes long.
That's just bad service.
Yeah, that too.
Down here at Starbucks, honestly, they try to get you through as quickly as they can.
Yeah, but I mean, Seattle's fuck huge. Like, everything takes forever. Whereas if you just head, like, I don't know, 25 minutes north, everything's nice and quiet. So,
That's the same for any urban environment.
Yep.
Generally, from a half hour to an hour out from the center of wherever, things get calmer, they get quieter, they get more peaceful, more restive. And then your weekend's over and it's back to work.
yeah. But yeah, going back to Puffins, I was sitting there contemplating, like, what the fuck movie was that? And it was, isn't it Mary Poppins that had the puffins? in it?
Yes, the dancing puffins from Mary Poppins.
Yes. So I was sitting there going, like, what the fuck movie was that? It was a real life movie, like, live action. What the hell? And then
Well, it gets even better because not counting Raffle, there's 4 of us and there were 4 puffins.
Amazing.
So no, get this. Before Raffle gets back, all of us change our display pictures to one of the 4 puffins.
Oh,
Raffle gets back. What the hell is this?
Well, the other thing about
Just
birds in
taking
the
time.
old cartoon movies, though, like, the thing I never got is in Dumbo, the 4 crows that he meets, the leader of the 4 crows was Jim Crow.
Okay, that could have been. I'm really sincerely hoping after you just told me that. That was just a coincidence.
I don't know, because it's just, he
Probably.
was the leader of the group, and it's like, I know, I didn't get that when I was, like, 7, but looking back at it, it's
Well,
like,
there's a lot of things in Disney movies kids don't get or
Oh, yeah.
don't see. For example, I still remember the day I punched one of my friends, Steven, because he said, "Look, the priest has a boner." I'm like, I can't unsee that. I love the Little Mermaid. And just punched him in the face.
Yeah, they were herpy. They definitely were, which is why it's even more likely that Jim Crow was Jim Crow.
And hopefully it wasn't a murder.
Haha.
Uh,
murder with-
Avian wordplay.
A murder within a corpse of trees.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, I guess we could settle on what the hell we're gonna be saying to
We
Fred while he's
probably
gone.
should.
So
I
he
was
gets
gonna
back.
say.
All right. So what about that phone call? Already done.
Puffins.
So Fred, Puffins. The fuck are you all smoking?
Yeah. So I missed whatever that was, but well, bad news, boys. Might have the police coming here in a
What?
couple minutes.
Probably.
Uh-oh.
Mike.
Bad news, and then it cuts off abruptly. Thanks, dude.
Oh, is it working now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just banged my mic. No, I might have the
That's
police
your
come in
fault.
here in like a couple minutes or something. I don't know. Because
Who's coming in here?
maybe the police. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
but again, they're probably just gonna be like checking in with me because I'm like. So here's what happened. There was like a bunch of screaming, and then a bunch of like slamming. That sounded like a door being slammed, and then there's a bunch of like crashing. Could have been just like some sort of random domestic thing. Could have been someone had the TV on full vol. No, it probably wasn't that. Let's get real. But no, honestly, don't know what it was. So I don't know. I just called the police, but then they're not open this late, so I called 911.
What?
And
Wait, what?
what?
You have 2 different numbers?
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, like we have the police station itself. Like, because during the day you can just call the police station, and then you can just get like a normal police officer. Like,
no,
you know
no,
what I mean?
I'm more blown away by the fact that a city of the size that you live in doesn't have an all-night police station. Ours down here
No,
are
no, we
literally
do.
24 hours a day, every day.
But like not their front desk.
Well, I mean,
Like-
around here, you just call up 911 and they just simply say, like, the first line out of them is just 911, medical, fire, or police.
That's
Which
what they
one do you
did to
need?
me, yeah. So, but like
But that's just what everybody does. We don't call the station directly.
oh, I always call the station.
Do you have it
Oh.
like on a speed dial, or is it something you've memorized?
No, like I just Google it and call it real quick. Cause like we had like these kids were lighting off fireworks in the middle of the road. So I just called the police station because like I don't want to bug 911 and be like, oh, there's kids lighting fireworks on the road. I just want to call the normal just police and just be like, hey, there's just some kids being shits and kids, and it's not
Yeah.
safe for the kids and it's not safe for the cars. So you know.
Hey, Borrowed, does that remind you of two of us?
A little bit.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't
You.
I don't want to be like, yo, emergency, there's fireworks. You know. That's
I'm just
silly.
more impressed. I'm more impressed that Borrowed in Rudy's area asks for the specification of fire, police, or
Well, that's what they did for me
first
just
aid.
now, yeah.
Ours down here respond with 911. What is your emergency?
Mhm.
And then they route you from that. They don't ask you specifics like, do you need the police, the fire department, or paramedics?
Well, I mean, if you're hysterical, then they probably try and simplify it as much as possible. But if you're just calling the 911,
I'm just
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
imagine,
fair.
like, could you imagine the one surly? Well, speaking of, could you just imagine the one surly 911 operator? Yeah, what do you want?
There's Borrowed. What was that one story you told me not too long ago?
oh yeah, there was
This better
One
not be that
nine-
poop joke.
No.
there was a 911 operator who is getting in a lot of trouble because she had a lot of really, really short calls for some reason. And looking back through her records, which apparently nobody caught for like 7 fucking months somehow,
Wow.
all these short phone calls, and she was hanging up on people because she didn't feel like talking, or she was busy talking to somebody else, so she didn't care. And she was just
Whoa.
hanging
It's
up on
fucked.
people, calling into fucking 911. She was a 911 operator. It's your job to talk to people.
That
actually-
and
That's insane.
was it someone died because of that or something like that?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
could.
it was.
Shit, sorry guys.
Like not a
Mhm.
murder
Good luck,
directly,
Rafa.
but somebody was
Good luck.
calling in a domestic, I think it was, and by the time that the person had called back in, gotten into somebody else, and then the police had finally arrived, then the person the domestic call was about was dead. So-
Jeez.
Yeah.
Indirect manslaughter, but still, I would try and charge him with fucking manslaughter.
Mhm.
Not only that, but reckless endangerment.
Obstruction of justice.
That's another one.
Mhm.
I would charge
Yeah,
him as
just-
much as I could.
Yeah, whatever. Like, throw the whole goddamn book at him, because
And if you've ever been in a legal office, those books line the walls, and they're about 10 pounds apiece. And there's about
Yeah.
100 of them.
yeah, just I don't know that kind of shit. It's like,
Here, catch, throw.
all right, well, since
Wait,
he's gone
what's-
again,
What's that video that was kicking around the internet a while ago, where the kid's like in the front of he's in front of the class doing something really stupid, and just backpacks assail him from every direction.
oh, I
Like
think it
just
was
that, but
another
law
one of those,
books.
like Meanwhile in Russia videos, but yeah,
I just remember seeing the gif of it, and those things hurl at that kid.
hmm
I was trying to think of
He
that, like
deserved
that
it.
equivalent with the law books.
When-
oh,
when
have you fallen way through traffic code?
Throw a fucking table at him. Herbie, come on.
At first, I thought you were gonna say the one where the kid slams his fucking book into his face when he's sitting at the desk.
No, that's something on a completely unrelated. I was that was me earlier when we were making those shitty rolls of plus 80. Just like just kept getting worse and worse. I'm sitting there going, all right, we've got an 80, 83, 85, 99.
That's why I decided to put one of my free points into search, because I'm like, 50 is not high enough for my usual RNG. 70 sounds better. But yeah, should we settle on Fred's phone call then, since he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
gonna be gone
we
for another
really
10
want-
minutes?
Yes. Well, again, because I wasn't here for the beginning part where you interviewed April Nelson,
Mhm.
I'm going
Oh,
to
I
defer
didn't-
to your experience with this before I even try and put in my 2 cents. But
Well, Origami's the interviewer for April.
Mhm.
I interviewed Ricky's parents.
So they just said that what they left for a movie, I think.
Yeah,
right,
they
back,
went
boys.
for a late
Yeah.
night show.
Yeah, and then they came back to the was operation star. So
All right. Good news is we found out what it is. Bad news is it's fucking terrifying. No, I'm just
bad news isn't it cuts off. Damn
Yeah.
it, Ruffle,
No,
you got to
no.
stop doing this to us.
So it's just some lady is like running in between the apartments, like because we have a bunch of like mini apartments basically, and she's like running in between them, and I guess using her key or buzzing, I don't know, but she's getting in to like the apartments, and she's like just pounding on all the doors, screaming like, "Please help me!
Oh, so
Somebody
she's
help me!"
insane.
She might be. That's what I said. The operator is like, now that I know that, and I saw her like leaving, and I think she's sitting on the apartment steps right now. I'm like, she's probably honestly like mentally disabled or like drunk or something. But I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
high off
know.
of her shit.
because like there's nobody else outside.
Hmm.
But then it's like, I don't know, right? Maybe there is something wrong. So it's good they know anyway. They've sent a couple operators, so I'm probably gonna have police at some point tonight come up to my door and be like, "Hey, can we like talk for a minute? Because we can't find her. She's fucked off or something. I don't know, but whatever."
Can we talk
No,
for a minute?
how-
No, I'm busy talking about killing other people. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. So,
No.
sorry about that, though, guys.
Yes.
So,
no, Ruffle,
um,
it's much more important that you make sure that someone is not dying, that everyone
I
is
know,
safe,
but I
then-
hate ruining the immersion. We had some. I mean, I'm spooked
no,
now, so
this-
I'm into
no,
the
no.
game.
This adds to, I was gonna say, this
Jesus
adds to the
Christ.
immersion.
Well, that's-
Yeah.
well, at least you're not hearing the screaming in the background. Fuck.
We actually did for a minute there.
Anyway,
You've got a quality microphone, by the way.
oh, dude, if I put up the Blue Yeti, you could hear everything that happened. Anyway,
If you put the Blue Yeti, we could hear people talking on the fucking space station. Those things are damn sensitive.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to set mine up.
So, what
About
have we
that phone
decided?
call.
Yeah, we're on the phone call with Fred.
Right,
Fred
yeah.
A.
So
Rodart.
You were trying.
Fred, do you know about puffins?
Puffins. Oh, what did I miss?
You missed the birth of a new meme.
Oh,
But no, the real story is our lead investigator here is going to be lining up the relevant facts and then asking about any operatives or agents, I should say, in the area who might have responded to the missing child or finding the missing child, and also if there was any returns or if these were imposters.
Yeah, like
I
if
think that
we
was
actually,
that was as far as we got before it was, all right, guys, I'm back.
yeah, like we need to find out if we, being the FBI, the government agencies, actually returned little Josh, or if somebody's got some splaining to do.
Okay.
please stop saying my name, please.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. His
Like,
name's
It
Josh.
is what it is. Would you prefer me to say young Master Smith?
Yeah, we
Sure.
could say young Master Smith.
Well,
So,
too fucking bad. You're nah.
all right. So you've explained everything, and you're asking if any operators did that, and Fred's like, I don't know. You asked me to get all these people involved in this investigation. I got all the help I
Tell
could.
them it's pertinent. Like sorry to interrupt you there, not Fred, who
Yeah.
sounds a lot like the other Fred that I know. But this
Yeah.
is really important because we have a kidnapped child who suddenly showed back up home, and they're saying that we did it. We need to know.
Saying the FBI did it?
Saying that one of our agents, or several of our agents, dropped them back off this morning. We weren't informed of this when we're on the case about the kidnappings.
You hear
So-
like a rustling of papers, and he's like, we don't have any active agents in Cleveland right now. We haven't had none in there yesterday either. We had everybody pulled into Columbus."
Well, we've got a group of individuals who are impersonating FBI agents and apparently have had contact with one of the abductees.
And we have a possible return of the abductee or a look-alike for whatever reason they have.
I see.
It's an alien.
Well,
Remember, this is Call of Cthulhu.
anything's
Yeah.
possible. Oh, jeez.
Picture of the fucking alien outside the ship. Wait, you're not Girl Scouts.
Yeah. Well, Fred's stumped here. He's actually, stopped, breathing heavily and swearing, and he's just.
Yes, stop swearing at us for a second and just
That's right. Yeah.
visibleconfusion.jpg.
He's like, I'll make some phone calls. I'll get back to you. And just sort of hangs up.
Well, that was helpful.
That was helpful.
Yeah.
Well, while we're still on the group phone call, Connors, Ajax, where the fuck are you? I've been staring at this fucking phone, trying to get the radio working for 45 minutes. You said you were an hour away 2 hours ago.
Well, first off, we gave you the older Nokia because it doesn't have a radio. It's not a smartphone.
Well,
You can't listen
this
to
place don't have a TV or a radio. The only thing that got in here is a bottle of water and a fucking kitchen counter. So,
Call that will point
Needs my
up
help.
in the
You
previous
can
sheet.
use the counter to take a nap.
man, they got carpet over there.
All
See,
right.
it's already improving.
Pete says it's a T1000.
So, you've now arrived into Toledo, Ajax and Agent Connor. What is our plan?
To see the fingerprints.
Swear to
Told you
God,
it
if
was
you say
north.
coffee.
Get another latte. It's a long ride from Tiffin. All right, so are we meeting up with Bob and loading the glass into the car, or what's the plan?
I don't know. Either we can fuck off with the glass, or we can try and have somebody lift the fingerprints. Either way.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do we have anyone with
it's-
the forensic skill?
Uh,
I don't.
I got 30. That's it.
Okay, we got 50
Well, I
on
got
Ash.
50 of me.
Yep. Yep.
What about
nice.
criminology? What does criminology fall under?
I think criminology is like studying the criminal mind, like
Ah,
understanding what they would do and stuff.
so we got a 50, a 30. What about Zelphus?
I'm currently checking that.
I don't count because I got a 0.
Well, also
I'm
you're not
even
here.
Yeah. Teleportation technology.
I don't actually seem to have it.
No, I don't think you would. No, not Ajax.
So the default is 0. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us a
So-
roll there, Agent Connor.
I somehow have a higher archaeology roll than I do for.
Yes, I made it.
Nice. All right. So you get the fingerprint. There's actually 3 fingers on it.
I'll take pictures of it on my phone and send it
Now,
to the lab.
It does look like there was a hand, but it's just 3 of the fingers came clean. The other ones were like
So
you just
so we
have
got like a palm smudge and then 3 discernible fingerprints. The rest are kind
Yes.
Oh,
One thing I'm going to say, the palm seems slightly longer than what I would say is average.
of. So we got somebody with strangler hands. Great.
Yeah, we got
Bard and I are both looking at our hands like, all right, just how big is big, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
exactly. Like,
I mean,
like how long we talk?
so now I've seen Zelphus's hands. So I mean, Zelphus's hands match description. So we're talking like bigger individual here.
Something that if you were to punch or backhand an enemy, it would be a crushing blow.
Yeah, but not like
Yeah.
freaking
But I mean,
monster.
Bob's got some Popeye arms though because he's got 17 strength. Like
Oh Jesus, yeah. Bob.
so smaller than Bob, but larger than average.
Okay. Oh god, that was actually terrifying, dude. The spooks got real.
All right.
so I will
So
just-
we've lifted the fingerprints. I can put the window back in its pane and Oh, I guess put the ladder back in the shed.
Oh,
yeah.
before. Sorry, it just occurred to me.
Mhm.
What did he take up the prince with?
The forensic kit in the back of the van, rather than me
So
trying
that
to
would
fuck around with
be.
scotch tape.
Would that be digital or a physical copy?
That would be a physical
Digital.
copy.
Mm.
But
Oh,
you
physical.
could make it digital just by
I was
putting it
going to say,
against
could I
it.
scan it
Yeah.
and run it through the FBI
Yeah.
database?
Because
I would
all
like
that
to
you
do
would
this,
do
please.
is, yeah, all you would do is you take like the scotch tape or equivalency and take the fingerprints off, and then you just put a white medium like printer paper behind it, and there you go. Take a picture.
All right, awesome. That would be under computer sciences, wouldn't it, Raffle?
Oh, you don't have to
Or
roll.
roll.
You've done that 100 times for the FBI.
Perfect. All right.
The only reason,
so-
no, I'm sorry, I do need to say, origami has definitely taken fingerprints 100 times. It's just taking off that particular thing with that particular substance was difficult, so I made him roll. That's all.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you have your thing.
All right, yes, they do that. I put the window pane back in the window and put the ladder back in the shed.
Fingerprints off window pane. Excellent. And you sent that up to the FBI. They're looking for a match, sort of as soon as they
get back
can.
to you within the hour. Like
Yeah, I think an hour's reasonable.
fingerprints don't take 3 minutes like they do in CSI.
Yeah.
Or
and,
any of the Law and Order series.
and they are a little bit busy, so.
Yeah.
So we drive
Action.
to Woody.
So you guys driving for Rudy
Well,
then?
what was Zelphus gonna say?
Oh, I was just wondering if I was thinking, with
Mm-hmm.
my computer skills and familiarity with their network, could I append a higher routing tag authority than what would normally be given to our group?
Are you
well, you could
asking
also-
to hack into the FBI?
I'm asking to use my current access level.
What if
My
he sent it to
skills.
a different part of the FBI, like a different state, so then they're not busy with all this other bullshit.
Okay.
And also, we'd be sending it to the forensics labs. We wouldn't be sending it to the
Ooh, this is a
investigative
first.
part.
All right.
I'm recommending something illegal, and Borrowed's going for the high and moral right path. This is different.
It's a little.
This is,
Well, I mean-
Ajax just looks over like,
Yeah.
Listen, son, I've been doing this job, well, working for the government longer than you've been a twinkle in your dad's eye. So
I weren't always a drunk.
I didn't know I sound like I smoked 20 packs. Hey.
All right. So, yes, okay. Let's go ahead and say you can do that. That's fine.
So
We'll have it to you
forensic lab.
in half an hour. So we'll say
thank you, DM.
we'll say when you get about halfway to Cleveland, you'll have it.
Mhm.
So when we're passing like Norwalk or something.
Yeah.
Stop off and see Drew Carey.
So Rudy is now at the house still, and he's waiting on you guys. You guys are half an hour out. You're going to be getting that information once we get back. Oh Jesus, fuck! They're still going at it. Once we get back from that. So Rudy, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing in the meantime?
You could interview the kid.
I was actually trying to think about that when you guys were talking.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm trying to put into words.
Oh yeah, that's fair, dude.
No, take your time, and again, it's an investigation. It's got to be thorough. So double checking everything is the recommended path.
And you don't always have to say things how you want to say them. You can always try and say an idea of what you want to say.
Yeah, an idea and have
And
somebody else try to
that's-
extrapolate.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh,
I
okay.
was thinking, I just throw it out there as much as I can. I was thinking of telling the parents that these were possible imposters of the FBI, and if I can ask the kid and questions
Well,
on.
Hmm.
But I'm still torn on trying that or not.
Excuse me,
Well-
madam, sir. Have you seen Children of the Corn?
We need to find a way to phrase that without being like, "Ma'am, your son is an imposter. They're just a midget with latex."
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Your child's one of them. We're taking him.
Yeah, that is a tough thing to
Yeah.
break.
You could ask
Um,
if you could interview the kid for the
Oh,
kidnapping.
Yeah, you could-
ask if he's been behaving strangely.
Yeah, like has everything been all right? And if they say yes, no, either case, just ask if you can have a few words with them.
But so leave out the imposter.
Leave out the imposter stuff until later, because I think that would kind of get them to go, do you actually work for the FBI?
That's why I threw that out there.
Now,
is-
one thing we could also, possibility here, is we do have an actual doctor on staff.
Wait, which of us is a doctor?
Agent Connor.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like a doctor, surgeon, FBI thing. So we could always do the, we have a medical examiner coming to just double check the child's all right or something like that.
That's a good call.
You know. Oh, it's hard to say. Like whatever you guys think. Because honestly, I
Does.
don't think like probing is a bad idea right now. You know, getting any amount of recon is definitely a good thing.
Well, I mean, he's a doctor, but we don't have anybody with psychotherapy, do we?
That would be. Is psychotherapy what it's called now?
Yeah.
It is too. Yeah. Well, human is the studying of, it's human intelligence. So it's essentially judging if people are lying. It's sort of guessing at their motives and stuff like that. So anyone with human would also be good at sort of interrogating the child.
I've got 60 in human.
Shit,
Oh.
dude.
I
I
have
Okay.
might be able to beat that. Hold on. Yeah, I think I can top that with 80.
What?
So
80 in human?
So me and Zelphus can just kick in the door. So
Oh, that's
little-
SIGINT, dude. So you got
Oh.
80 in SIGINT. Yeah, you talk to.
Never mind. I
Yeah.
talk to computers and
That's right.
machines, not people.
If the
hey,
child.
you know what? You could talk to his computer while I'm talking to him.
No, hold it. All right, now first off, where's the motherboard on this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the power button? The what?
Ma'am, if your child beeps or boops, I can talk to it.
If they beep, boop, or pee out electrons, I can talk.
Timmy, hold up a 1 or a 0. All right. Okay, so, Rudy, how are we handling this? End of the day, it does come down to you. You're in the room.
Yep.
You gotta wait half an hour for us to get there. So
Well, I'll ask if Josh has been acting different or out of character.
You know, the woman sort of paused and she's like, "Why don't you mention it?" I mean, he's been a lot happier since he's come back, but like he's had such a traumatic experience. I think that's fair. You know, that he'd be a little different.
asked to interview you could interview Josh for how the kidnappers look like. So you can have a reason to interview the kid.
interview the kid alone.
Yeah, that's clever.
Let's do that. I want to interview the kid alone. If I
Okay,
could.
like you personally, or
Well, I'll explain.
Or-
I've a
Or
crew.
wait for
Oh,
us to get there.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd wait.
So yeah, and they understand because obviously they're worried about the other children as well. So half an hour passes. You guys are now all at the household. Are we bringing in Ajax, who is not wearing any FBI identification?
Hey, I got to bring in
Well,
that
neither is
laptop. I've got to
Bob.
bring in my tablet to check out the computer. Remember?
Yeah. Okay. So
He'll look for
Well-
the boobs while we look for the talkie talk.
Sure. Okay. So you guys are in. The parents are still currently at the dining room, just sort of having a light chat, just having a little wine, a cigarette. Yes, they're smoking inside. It's not that common, but it
Smoking a
happens.
pancake.
Smoking a pancake.
What is this? The 50s?
How dare people smoke inside? They do that in real life. It's fucked.
I know.
It's so fucked. Whenever I see someone doing that, I'm like, why? But it is what happens. So,
It's okay, man. It's just vape.
yeah, just makes
Oh,
everything
God.
smell.
Sorry, please continue.
All right. So, who's going to be in the room with the boy? Who is
Wow.
going to be doing investigations on the house without telling the parents that they're investigating the house?
Does anyone else aside from me have human?
I have
I got
10%.
50.
Nope.
I'm just trying to imagine.
Oh,
like,
there's
pulling out,
50
like, a
on Asian
magnifying
Connor as well.
glass.
Okay, so I guess me and me and Connors can be talking with the kid.
Alright, and he's going to be searching for fleets, like for certain everything,
Are you looking for soot?
or something to beat
Well,
on the case.
we could have we can do that afterwards though. Just be
Well, I
like,
was gonna
yeah.
say you can have me and Ajax out there looking.
and then any rolls that you fail, I can come back along and try and re-roll the search.
Yep.
Oh, nice. I appreciate this.
Okay. And who's, like, are we telling the parents that we're just going to look around the house as well?
Well, since the
Only
kid's
to
only been back for a
investigate.
day, then we could say like, looking for any not coincidences, but correlation between their situation and
We're
the
seeing
others.
if this matches the other kidnapper's MO or
Yeah,
something.
if this
Mhm.
matches the MO of the other three.
Okay, yeah.
Also, there might be information that could lead us to the group of kidnappers on his computer. I'll need access to it.
Okay, that's very
and
cool.
it's VR. I need the VR.
Give me a 1d100.
For
Ooh.
who?
Sorry. Anyone that's trying to convince them about looking around the house and the computer and stuff like that. For
well,
persuade.
I guess that's Zelphus and I.
Wait, I have the highest persuade here? That's not true.
What's your persuade at?
We'll find out in a moment.
That's a good question.
Persuade.
I have 20%.
I have 10.
Wait, how can you have 10? The starting is 20. That's
Oh,
the
it's
space.
yeah. So it's 20 then. It's 10 on his sheet is the thing. Because he's using an older sheet than you guys are.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Oh, I
I
looked
mean,
at the wrong one. My
what's Origami got for persuade?
40. I don't
Well,
know.
He's the highest
I've-
one so far.
I've got 50. I can YOLO it, but
Okay.
bad. I got
Wait, if we're all trying to... Wouldn't it be better if we just used your badge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got.
I mean,
using the authority behind the badge as the office would add to the authenticity of us being actual agents.
well, the
Well, I
authority,
can always
me
show
being
my
a cranky
badge.
old man who doesn't want to deal with them saying no, you can't look, and persuade.
Rudy can
What-
have
What can you give me on that, Ruffle?
Man, I'm actually like getting random heart attacks. This fucking dog just started like not like whining. You know, like when you kick a dog, it like yelps. Like, oh my god, it's just like
Oh.
doing that now. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this fucked up
What,
place?
did the crazy woman come back?
I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
Well,
I
look
keep
out the
hearing
window.
No thanks.
This is
She's just
why
pressed
I wanna
against the
write.
window. Fuck.
It's 4 a.m. I'm home alone. I'll just chill, man. Just chill. Yeah. So,
look behind you.
what'd you guys just say? Sorry.
So I said, since I've got the highest here, could we
Yeah, but
use
you're
the
gonna.
the authority behind the badge, me being a grumpy old man who doesn't want to deal with them saying no, and persuade together?
Okay. Yeah. I'll give
For
you.
a
I'll give
high
you a
roll.
plus 10 for the badge and the grumpy. Mostly just the
Okay.
badge, but.
And so we're YOLOing a 60, aka we're not searching shit. Let's find out.
Hey.
Wow.
You can
All right.
search
Nice.
So yeah, no, they agree. They're just like, you know, that's fair. You know, obviously it's a bit weird having someone going around our house and almost makes us feel like the criminals here. But yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
it makes a lot of
it's-
sense.
All right, so then I guess me and Origami need to roll the human to interview young
Yeah, so what are you-
imposter T1000.
What are you saying to little Jerish?
Do we have any other information about them other than their age and name?
No, I mean, you know what date they were kidnapped on. That's
All
it.
right.
Or they went
Okay.
missing, rather.
Yeah, just trying to find any other leverage I could use against that. Like,
We can
What
ask them
day
about the
was it?
game, I guess.
I was thinking of more of a gentle.
yeah. I mean, we
Persuasion.
just ply them with simple questions and see how many they get wrong. Just like, do you recall what day it was? Do you recall the thing you were doing? Do you recall the name of the game if they do mention the game?
Mm-hmm.
Just ply them with a whole bunch of simple questions that turn into basically a true-false test.
Okay, yeah. Well, Zelphus does have a pocket whatever gadget he wants to pull out of the van if he wants to have a lie detector.
Oh, there's that
Nope,
too.
didn't see one of those in the van.
Oh shit, dude! Look, this guy's so greedy. All right, give me
It turns out later the thing you saw in the man was just like a fucking paperclip.
give me your human
Hey,
rolls.
if I was MacGyver, that would be really useful.
So what we're gonna do is Borrowed and Origami are gonna roll human. If either of them succeeds, that's great, and I can tell them, you know, whether they feel that the child is lying or not lying about every question they ask. So we'll just do like one batch for the whole interview.
Well, the problem is I probably just blew my sub 50% roll.
Holy shit.
Connors did.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what the
Hold on to your butts,
flying about.
kids. Yep.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Man,
right.
74. I only got a 60. Son of a bitch.
Well, the thing is, you can still talk to the kid though. You can still ask him. It's just you no guarantee that you know you can discern right from wrong or true from false.
So I'm just jotting down notes.
Back.
Aren't children terrible liars?
No.
Yeah, for the sake of argument, no.
Yeah, they are. They're fidgety little fuckers. Are you kidding me? Kids can't lie.
And they
Yeah.
can't keep eye contact. They can't sit
Yeah, they
still.
stare at the floor. They stare at the wall. They kind of,
Their voice cracks. It's like,
yeah, they
"Did
keep
you
turning their
steal
head
that?"
away.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
They're
Can I
terrible
use
liars.
my old man senses to like see if he's lying about some of it?
the old fart sense, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh boy.
the grumpy hobo.
Oh. My brain has been pickling and burping.
Oh god.
All right.
My mind's full of whiskey and I'm all sorts of angry. You better not be lying.
Can we put Ajax by the house, please?
Yeah. Get over here.
Really,
Jack.
Look, get out, Ajax. Just get the
All
out.
right.
So, but what's the first, what would be
Just for like a wee bit of a hint, not everything because we fucked the rules.
I'll give you.
but,
I'll
like,
give you one question. So, like, you can ask all your questions, but when you think it's the one that you really want to know, true or false.
All right. Shit. What would be the most important question? Because I mean, like the date, can be flubbed. The what were you doing? Can be flubbed.
I could say how you return, but who are those people who brought you in?
Yeah, but that's
Oh, how about where you went?
we could go with that. Yeah, I'm torn on either asking that or asking just the most simple question of what was the name of the game you were playing before you disappeared. But I don't know, because I mean, obviously, if he says that it's like, oh, it was Call of Duty, it's like, no, it wasn't, you little fuck.
Yeah. So that would be a little obvious, perhaps.
Mm,
Hard to say. That's a tough one.
torn between those two.
But this is like the one truth, right?
Yeah, it's the one thing we can actually weasel out of them.
Yeah. I would like to say his location or what happened to him during the kidnapping.
Yeah, like he wouldn't know where the hell he went. Just like, well, not the exact location. Like, oh yeah, I was in Tiffin. Like, yeah, he wouldn't
Mhm.
know that.
Or something like, you know, did you overhear them say any? Was it them? Like, oh fuck, there's that question. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more concerned that it was mentally manipulated somehow. You know,
Shit, so many questions and only one we can get.
Sorry, back in a moment.
Now, again, you can ask all the other questions. It's just you're not going to know if he's telling the truth or not.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem.
okay, so let's save the truth question for last.
Yeah, because I mean, like we can ask him all that we want. We can say like, do you
All right.
know what day you disappeared and all that other stuff? But
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you say, you know, what day did you disappear? He sort of looks. He's like puzzled. He's like, over a month ago.
Yeah, yeah. The vague. So you're not right and you're not wrong. Well, shit.
Well, I mean, also, like, if you're a kid, like, you don't even know days ever. Like, I know Christmas. Yeah.
Actually, he knew what he was doing prior to the kidnapping.
Yeah. What was he doing before he went missing?
All right. He says he's been playing a lot of basketball, and he was hanging out with his friends at school, and coming home, spending time with his family.
No mention of video games within that. So that's like a half tick because maybe he just only picked it up recently or something. So half tick. But what else? Could say did you get to talk with the people that took you?
Ooh, that's a good one. No. He says no.
I asked him why. Was he his mouth
Yeah.
was open, or he wasn't
Yeah,
able?
did they just not answer you, or
He says he was sleeping.
a month?
I asked him what time he woke up.
He says this morning.
And he has no
Now we got
recollection.
a lot of questions there because he just was gone for a month. And just a month of memory's gone. It's a lot of amnesia.
It's a dark descent.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not a. Well, I was gonna say the Bay of Pigs, but something like that. The Butcher of Pigs or the Machine of Pigs.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a machine for pigs.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I don't have the game, but let's see what else. What about the people that dropped you off this morning? Did you get to talk with them?
Oh, you mean the FBI?
Yes. Did you get to talk with either of them? Did you see their name or their badge or any of that?
Well, I didn't see their name, but they offered me candy.
I'm not gonna say it, but you know I'm face bombing right now.
Uh, what type of car did they drop you off in? Do you remember that?
It was a black car, and
Was
they
it
had
a-
real cool suits and glasses, like in the movies.
Were they tall, skinny Asian men? Did they have laser pistols?
Wow.
No, he says
Was one of them named John Woo?
the only one he saw was white. He didn't quite see the other one's face.
Okay. Did you see any road signs on your way here, or was it just right when you got home?
No, I just woke up when we were coming into Cleveland.
Okay, well, at least that means he was outside of Cleveland. And,
I guess you could ask him, like, what highway he was on, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Something.
The highway or freeway number that you were on. Did you see any of those? What exit sign?
Somebody give me a luck roll in this room. So, I don't know. I think it's 50-50.
Well, how the hell are we gonna determine luck? Because neither of us have luck on our charts.
Yeah, so it's POW times 5. Or,
So the
Oh,
50-50
Times
shot.
5? Holy crap.
well, no, for you, that's already done, Zelphus.
Oh,
'Cause
I
they have
meant
the-
like,
they-
no,
you know-
I meant like the number we have times 5. Oh crap.
Yeah,
That's
that's what,
one 50-50 shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50-50. All right, so both of us have 50-50. So do we both roll or just one?
just one of you. Whoever feels better.
Orange Jesus, borrow?
You're asking Borrow to roll it? The thing is, like, if Borrow does it, like, nobody gives a shit. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just YOLO it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So no.
Oh.
No.
I'm
All
wrong.
right.
Should I be a good guy?
No.
I
I
won't-
mean,
Yes.
y-
I won't tell you direction. I'll tell you he did see the highway sign. It was Highway 90. Or Route 90, I think you call it in America, don't you? Call them routes?
it depends.
Oh, okay.
There's
Interstates,
routes,
freeways.
there's highways, interstates, freeways. They're all. It depends on like the amount of traffic and the size of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's also well, he was asleep, so seeing like if they fed him anything wouldn't really help that much.
Oh, actually, does he remember the kidnapping?
Well, he knows he was missing.
Yeah, he knows he was missing, but he says that he was asleep and then he woke up this
Mhm.
morning. Like that.
Okay,
Do you,
that's fair.
Does
So,
he recall passing anything on his way in? Like, does he recall passing any subway entrances or construction
Or the
sites
raised,
or
or the raised ones. I forget what they're called.
monorails?
No, no, like the back east they have. It's basically a subway that will be both underground and raised or elevated.
Oh, I think I
I-
still just call it a subway, honestly, because part of it is sub.
All right,
I'm not
perfect.
sure.
Yeah, I just didn't want to like have it go just a subway or just an elevated route. So,
Yeah, but like, does
so-
he recall?
because I
recall
don't know if
passing
our
any
DM's gonna go
construction?
nope.
no, he doesn't remember any of that stuff.
Does he recall seeing on Route 90? Does he recall seeing any other exit signs so we could get a whatever
Oh, okay, that's
direction?
clever.
Because if he sees exit signs for Sandusky and Norwalk and all that, then he was heading west.
Okay, I will give you that one because this is actually my ignorance, unfortunately. When you're asking about the monorail or the subways and stuff like that, I honestly don't know, so I couldn't tell you. So I couldn't tell you which direction he was going. But yes, that is a clever one, so I will say he saw one for Mentor.
Where the hell is that?
It's to the
Uh,
north, west, or east.
northeast.
No, northeast. It's right there. Mentor.
Wait,
What's
what?
the name of the town?
Am I missing shit? Like,
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
I must be missing part of the map.
yeah, part of the map's not here for me.
No,
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
it.
Do you have to scroll?
Mine
No,
ends
I
at her
can't
face.
scroll.
Oh, then just so I see it
Um,
fine.
Well, okay.
Like, is that
Yeah.
Origami's face is cut in half for me. Like,
Oh,
my map
really?
ends where it says
Oh,
cleave.
hey, it just opened up again. Oh, now I see it.
Oh, that's weird.
What the fuck is going on with this map? Like, it was there earlier,
Mhm.
but
Well, it is now, Borrowed.
I can no, not for me. I can see people pinging off the side of the map.
Try and zoom out in the back end, maybe.
yeah, zoom out.
Okay, it disappears when you zoom in, but if you zoom all the way out, then it shows up.
Oh, really?
If I zoom all the way out, the map is like
Oh, yeah.
like
Okay,
40
I was.
pixels wide.
I'm on 60% borrowed. Sorry. That's what I. That's why I
map
run it at.
60. Nope.
Really? You
I'm
don't
at,
see it this?
Hmm.
I'm at 10%.
Oh,
All right, to give
holy
you an
shit!
idea, it's directly up and to the right of.
You're at
my
10%.
icon.
Like about 10, 20%.
Alright.
Here, like I'll show you what I'm talking about, Ruffle. Hang on. I can save
No,
this.
I can only. Yeah, there's. I see what you mean though. If I zoom in, I can't see it anymore.
Yeah,
It's
but
weird.
like this is what my map looks like. If you look in Discord, like it's just dead
Oh.
end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, tell you.
Oh, scroll to the side.
But I mean, I know what you're talking about. Now. It's that way. So then that means he was coming west to east, though.
Yeah. Does anyone want to? See, you could do this in character. Make an intelligence roll. It has to be one of you two, of course, because you're finding this information out.
Well, both of us are half retarded, so
Want to use a doctor,
Well,
right?
at least you're halfway to intelligence.
A doctor's got to be smart.
Let me check my intelligence.
mine's 10, so no.
Alright, well, times it by 5.
Yeah, but still, you're. Wait, where the hell does sudden 30 roll come from? Is that origami?
Yeah,
No, that was
I was
before
trying.
though. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, intelligence. I have 85.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
So-
17 int?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that got
Okay,
serious.
well then there we go. So fucking make your int roll.
All right,
Oh my
origami.
God, he's gonna roll fucking 99.
Shh, don't say that.
Nice.
Nice.
Serious.
Well, here you go,
Oh,
guys.
wow.
So Ashley Connor puts this together. You guys have one other piece of information, another place that you were investigating, which was a warehouse in Buffalo. And Ashley Connor's like, well, hang on, Buffalo's to our northeast. Could have been come from there.
Wait, I thought you said they were heading northeast. That's where he saw the exit sign for.
Oh, like he saw them passing the thing for Mentor into Cleveland. Sorry. Yeah,
okay.
that was my bad. I couldn't think of
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
they were heading west then, so they were coming from that away.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're all on the same page then.
Now, if you guys are,
So-
are we planning to head up to Buffalo at some point? Because
Excellent.
I have a map with
We-
Buffalo on it, and we could look at the
We can
expanded map,
after the Hail Mary question.
Yes.
gentlemen.
We also have that one down far south to do too.
And
So
we
I've-
haven't even looked at the computer yet.
So I've pulled all you guys in here, right?
Nope.
Well, I see the new map, but I don't see anywhere pictures.
Oh yeah, because we gotta like drop them on the map.
Okay.
So you
But,
guys are currently right here in Cleveland. So now you
Fuck
can see.
Cleveland, I'm over here. We're taking a boat to Buffalo. Fuck you.
Well, see now you can see Mentor though, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So we still got the Hail Mary we need to ask.
Congratulations, traveler. You've unlocked more of the mini-map.
Congratulations, you just triggered a Vietnam flashback.
I mean,
Oh.
Bob looks like he's permanently Vietnam flashbacking.
Paul tried to get the VR headset and show it to him. And ask him, do you remember
Oh
this?
no! Don't.
Ooh.
You know what? I just thought of something. If we ever need to mess with Bob, just put the headset on it and just have it play through Battlefield Vietnam.
Oh.
Bob was. Oh jeez.
He's
Bob.
asleep. He's asleep. Just put it on his head and start it playing.
Yeah, this is how it would work. Hey, Dad, put this on.
Fuck you, now you're dead. I'm not putting shit on my face.
What is that?
Oh,
It's just a fancy hat.
Well, he.
Oh, just hand, all right.
Or even better,
Look, it even comes with glasses.
So what's your Hail Mary question there, Mister Borrowed?
should I
How many
show-
Hail Marys have you hailed?
it's-
You only Hail Mary once. Do it 3 times and she gets it.
so-
Oh,
See, what you do is you hop in the car, and as you're going down the road, you look in your rear view mirror, and you do a Bloody Mary, so
Oh,
that bitch has to run down the road after you.
See, that's that 5% occult.
Bloody Mary actually popped up. I punched that cunt in the face.
Well, should I tell Ajax to give him like borrow his laptop and show him the images that he got from the VR and see if he remembers that or trigger something?
But that's the thing, though. He didn't mention any video games. So if we give him that, then we'd give him more that he could lie to us about.
No, just show the image. Do you remember this?
Oh.
But he could just as easily say yes.
Okay, but I see it. I understand what you're saying, Org. I mean, that is a clever way to do that.
Yeah.
Like if
We
you
could
just
ask him,
if you only like you just had an image of it and you said like, do you know what this is? Like, not do you remember
just,
this?
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, like have you
Just
like do you know what this is? Like you'd say like, oh, have you seen this before? And it's a McDonald's logo, and the kid's like, yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, I think that's Burger. You son of a bitch! No, it's not.
It's a replicant. It comes from a parallel universe where McDonald's and Burger King have different logos.
It's a Borg.
Oh man.
what was that GIF where the King pulls up next to McDonald and just shoots him with a shotgun?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's from
That just
Jack
sprung
in
to
the
mind.
Box, I want to say.
But all right, so yeah, we could do that just as one more before the Hail Mary, which I'm still not settled on.
Okay.
All right, so let's go grab Ajax real quick. Just hey, little fuck, come here. we need to borrow your crap top real quick.
The crap top, yes. Oh man. Okay, so you guys have shown him the still, right?
Gentleman still ask him, this looks.
Mhm.
No, do you know what this is? Ask if it looks familiar.
He's staring at. He's kind of like turning his head a bit. Like,
Don't mind the old man. He's referring to the images, not the laptop itself.
but he's just-
You know what the fuck this thing is?
Alright, so
You tell me I gotta do paperwork on tell him I ain't got a printer.
so little.
I'm sorry, this isn't a fancy typewriter, old man. Anyhow, kid, go
Sorry,
ahead.
so little
Look
Josh
here.
Smith here. He like he's turning his head, like not like 360 or nothing like that. He just turns it like turns it slightly.
To you.
Yeah, look like he's like trying to like, he's like staring at it, and you see he reaches out his hands towards it, and he's like twisting and rotating his hands. You know what I mean? And like nothing's happening, of course, but he's like doing that, and a thick, milky liquid begins to spew out of the side of his mouth.
I'm pretty sure this isn't epilepsy.
I'm pretty sure that he's. Oh, fuck. What was the movie where the androids had white blood?
Oh yeah,
Aliens. There's that,
Yeah.
but I think there was something else.
they did in Aliens, though. Yeah,
Oh,
like when they kill
that
Ash,
movie,
and
yes.
it's like, oh god.
Is it with the movie with the baby in the tube?
Baby in the tube.
Yeah, it's like Android. This Android has white blood and something about carrying a baby in the tube to a safe location because.
Oh. Fuck, dude. I don't even know what that movie is either, but I know what you're talking about.
Wait, wait, are you talking about wasn't that like Ultraviolet, the one with the kid in the backpack?
Yes.
Yeah, the one with
Never saw it.
what's her face? From Fifth Element and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Milana Jovic.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So he's having a seizure.
No, it's
well,
just-
you're a
it's just-
doctor. You would know.
Is he,
Doctor, which one? And fuck if I know.
The
is
doctor's
he convulsing or is he just mouth milking?
yeah, he's starting to convulse a little bit now. Yeah.
Okay, well, first things first, get the fucking picture away from him.
Okay. We need a medical skill. I'm not sure what it's called in this version. Is it medical? Is it medicine?
Medicine.
Yeah.
Well, there's also first aid, but that's more fixing the problem.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
get 60.
cool. Yeah.
So shall I roll?
Yep.
Unless you want to watch the kid die.
I
Fuck no,
enjoy.
Josh.
So you guys just leave the room. The parents are like,
No.
oh, God. Could you imagine? Just walk out. He's just the kid's dead. You're all like, huh?
Okay,
This
there
is
you
a-
go. He passed
okay.
medical twice
All right.
over.
Excellent. So yes.
Yeah, he didn't like our questions and decided to cop out by dying.
He thought he could get away in death, but I followed that little fucker.
We found under his
Exactly how it
fingernails
was.
the entire Communist Manifesto. Do you know anything about this? No.
He also had a copy of the Quran under the bed.
So you've managed to resuscitate the kid. He is shaky and he is breathing very shallowly, but he's back.
Do you remember anything now?
Don't you believe that shit again,
Well done, Orga. Oh,
If you
God.
lie, we'll show you the pictures again.
If you lie, you go back to seizure land.
Best
Oh, this got
FBI
dark real
ever.
quick.
Oh god. As he looks like he's just like confused as shit right now. He's like, where am I?
Oh.
Well, first things first, tell him he's at home and ask him if he knows what just happened.
He says he doesn't remember anything. Oh, are you here to rescue me?
Oh shit.
Now we gotta
Yes, we are actually. We're with the FBI.
Well, you're not, but
That's,
Hey, old man, be helpful.
helpful is not my middle name. It's clean this goddamn room. They've known that for 45 years.
Look, ignore the drunk. We're here to help you.
I'm not drunk. I'm just shit.
Oh dear. All
He's
right.
having
So,
a bad day, worse than you're having. So,
I am the bad day.
see what I mean? Now, we are with the Federal Bureau of Investigations. We are here to take you back to your parents. We've actually brought you back to your home. Do you remember anything that's happened within the last... What's the last thing you remember?
he's staring at you, and he's sort
I
of.
slowly put the laptop behind me just in case.
Oh, okay. He's just like kind of like trying to mouth a word or something, but he just can't seem to get it out.
Old man
Look,
says
I know
he's
you're
lip
trying...
reading.
I know... Son of a bitch.
Wow. Shut up, Baron.
Oh God.
Here, whisper into my beard. It shall transfer to my ear. I shall know what you mean.
Thank you, Baro.
Fuck, dude. Is that how you talk to buses?
Yes. I put my beard against the exhaust pipe, and whatever comes out, now which piston is misfiring.
He's learned, don't do it near the pistons. Where's your beer?
All right.
Okay, back to the moment.
So,
Yeah,
Look, I know you're trying to say it, but can you write it for us?
a few things are
Yep.
gonna happen here.
We're in a kid's room, there's gotta be some paper or
If
a
his
loose
head
writing
starts
pencil
spinning-
somewhere.
No, his head's not spinning. He's not gonna explode. Although I thought about having that happen. What he is gonna do though is,
I ain't cleaning it up.
no. So
That fits, that's completely in character, and
Again,
I think that should be canon.
this is the span of like 15 seconds, guys. You don't really have a lot of time to react to it. Maybe 30 seconds at the most. But he's sort of like just sputtering, like trying to say it, and it like clicks, and like he was like looking for a way to say it, and he's like, they're trying to get me to drive. They want me to drive it. And then he just starts screaming and bawling, and the parents are bursting in the room. They're like, "What's wrong?" Like type of deal, and they're grabbing him, and they're looking at you, and everyone's confused.
How are they gonna try and grab him around Bob's huge ass? Like,
Well, you know what I mean.
All
Like
this
they're.
kid's kind of being flanked by two people, and there's other people in the room. I mean, that's running an obstacle course.
I mean, I'm not saying they've grabbed him, but they're trying to get to him. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, and you guys are like, "What the?" You know. But yeah,
Yeah,
so he is.
I explained his parents that he suppressed his memories, and
Ruffle.
we're trying to evoke his memories, guide him into a state of
yeah,
Mental
something along
relapse.
the lines of questioning ticked something from his recent memory. Seems like he had a form of selective amnesia or something along those lines, because he said a few things that didn't make any sense.
Ruffle.
Mhm.
When he mentioned that, what was his body doing? They want me to drive it. They want me
Oh,
to drive
he was
it.
doing
was
the-
He just...
No, he was doing the. Well, that's fucking clever, dude. Doing the hand motions, like he's trying to rotate the things again.
Hmm.
You know what? It just a hypothesis here, and I'm kind of doing this out of the group context because Origami's currently trying to chill the parents out. But
And
So
I'm
you're-
currently holding both of them back.
So you're stepping like to the side for a monologue.
yes, the
He's
spotlight. The
addressing the
spotlight
crowd.
comes down. The
Yes.
crowd hushes,
Yeah,
Address-
and I
Addressing the
address the crowd,
crowd.
breaking the wall.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but if he's doing that kind of a hand gesture, a lot of VR rigs have motion capture from the person's perspective. Either they have it in a glove form or they'll have it in like handles,
Mhm.
things like that. And what we saw earlier when I pulled up the images off of the VR machine that we've acquired from the other residents, perhaps he's referring to the images because the way his hands were grasping it, and you said his fingers were moving in a way that were atypical. I was trying to imagine if he's gripping the symbols and then moving them into place to form some sort of
With
chain or a
Um,
method that would
with
make it work.
Ajax's intelligence, I will say that you can make that deduction. Absolutely, yeah.
So what would I roll to try and see if I can pull up those images off of what I've saved on the other file to
Well-
try and compare to what we're showing the kid?
What do you mean? Like it's the same image, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had.
Well, you didn't
received
fucking
new
strap him
images.
into the VR headset, did you?
No, that was going to be my next step before he started screaming.
Well, here's a question
What?
though.
It's an honest line of What? It's an honest line of interrogation. Look, we need you to try something. This might. Stop it.
Well,
No, but if there's something truly locking out his mind,
Yeah.
and it's something that has to do within the program and the way he's acting, the only way, and we have a doctor on hand, so I wouldn't do this otherwise. We have a chance to have him try and recreate what happened before he was abducted, which with individuals who have memory loss, who suffer traumatic events, either recreating through sight, through touch, through sound, or through mimicry, can unlock those types of memories.
Can be very
So-
like traumatic, but yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
And that's a moral gray area in Call of Cthulhu. Do we leave the child alone and let him try and recover throughout the years and leave this end of the investigation unexplored? Or do we try and get the kid to remember or not?
Well,
Zelfus,
here's-
I would
here's
agree
the,
with you,
the side
but
subject of
I
it.
am a doctor, not a mental doctor.
Yeah, but you can sedate him, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
you do have your medical kit, so.
But-
if he goes too far, sedate him, bring him into a subconscious or an unconscious state, and we'll get him to a hospital.
I do get crazy, Lou.
Yeah,
No, they don't. I fucking confiscate that before you spill it.
So
You
here,
ain't got the crazy glue, it's mine.
well, here's the question. So are we trying to talk the parents out of the room again so that we can go forth with hooking them up to the VR?
Well, we're gonna have to provide some sort of proof that we're calming the kid down. Otherwise, they're going to be more worried about him than finding the answers we need.
Can we check his room to see if his VR is still there and if his hard drive's intact?
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, go for it. Now,
Because, I mean, yeah,
I
if his
do
VR
wanna-
is still there, then.
do want to remind you guys, so the first place we went to in Dilborough, they did have a full room VR, so he could do what Zelphus was talking about with his hands. However, the first occurrence of these, what we assume is a chain kidnapping, was April Nelson, the 11-year-old. That was back 6 months ago-ish. Oopsie doops. Sorry, that was April 30th. Actually, that would be... Yeah, 6 months ago. Yep.
And she had
but-
no VR set.
But she didn't have a VR setup, she just had the.
That's right. I
headset.
was saying she only had a headset, so may or may not be VR related. But I'm just saying that's something we got to keep in mind because that's what our investigators are going off as well. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Does
So,
said bedroom have a VR?
and that's going to be the thing. Zelphus, give me the rolls.
All right, what kind of role?
Give me a. Well, actually, we're gonna have. Is Borrowed gonna go up? Because Bob's our search man, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can
So
go up with them, yeah.
Bob and Ajax are gonna go up. We'll have Bob do the roll because he's got 80% or something like that. Ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay. Good news. So doubles are actually a critical.
Neat.
Is that
Yeah.
actually a thing?
Yeah, in the new edition, doubles are a critical. Doubles that you fail are a critical fail.
That is terrifying if you get a 99.
Yeah,
like
it
I
means
did.
like having lower skills is riskier because it's easier to crit fail. But having high skills is awesome. So, yeah, so that's a critical. You managed to find, yep, there's the computer. The hard drive is wiped as per the other one. But the sorry?
Actually, that'd be more Ajax's field. I was gonna say we need to have Ajax check if it's a full wipe or if the power fucked it, so we can unformat the drive.
Okay, but it was just a case of like you turned it on, it said like, error, hard drive, blah, blah, blah. So Ajax is going to take that part, and hard drive's missing completely. Okay, so, but you're still searching, and you managed to find dust, soot type of stuff on the window. You managed to find a VR headset. but it's standard brand VR headset. And you also managed to find what looks to be a cable, like a piece of cable that was sort of wrecked at one point. Maybe it was like fried and sort of torn out. That looks like it may have supported a similar model as we had in the original house in Dilborough. Now there is not the room VR set up currently. You can't find that, but you can find a piece of cable with that critical that does remind you of it. So maybe
All right.
it's
Well,
been like
since I don't know,
broken.
since I don't know jack diddle about this newfangled shenanigans, I guess I'd hand that off to Zelphus and then go about looking at the soot and finding out which side of the window pane it's on and yada yada.
Right. Right about now, you are getting a phone call. Phone call is going to...
It'd be to Connors, wouldn't it?
Yes. This phone call is to Connors, but you're going to be getting another phone call in a second. First phone call is to Connors.
Hello, Connor's Catering.
Does Agent Connors pick up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. The phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got like a good ringtone you're jamming. Connors, this is Agent Fred Rodart. You free?
Didn't quite catch that. Say it again.
Listen, Connors, I'm up to my ass in shit.
Oh, not this guy again.
I'm up to my shit and ass. I mean,
Yeah.
You got new information, Fred.
Connors, I don't got time to pussyfoot around. The shit's got the shit in
Dang
the
it.
fan. We got a problem. The good news
the
is,
fans got shit. Oh, not again.
yeah, we looked into your business. There ain't no FBI have returned the boy. But I got some good news about those lab results. The fingerprints
You
you
are
sent.
not the father.
Bob.
I knew I wasn't the father because I'm a woman.
Wow. Sass out of 10. Yeah, we got the fingerprint results back in. They don't match anyone currently on file, but they are extremely close. Just some weird differences. I'm just going to say that much, but they're very, very, very close to an X. Shit, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot what I was going to say. Was it MI2? Is that what that old British?
MI6.
MI6, thank you. I'm sorry. To an
Remember, they go 1 through 6.
to an old
Yeah, like
MI6.
MI6 was the more, the secretive part, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's closed now.
So it's like, to an old MI6 agent. Like, we're talking, like, really old, though.
Is he alive?
Well, it says here he's, presumed
Found him
deceased,
in the
but,
historical museum. He's part of the mannequin display.
yeah.
So, presume what?
Presumed
Presumed
deceased,
deceased.
yeah.
As of when?
As of...
Shit,
Ooh,
wait, this
good
is
question.
Connors.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, that's fair. As of 5
Mhm.
years ago.
As of 5 years old.
5 years ago, also, Joey lost his father.
Ooh, wow, look at you. How the fuck did you remember that?
Mine's gone borrowed.
The little things.
The little things. All right, well, hey, that's interesting.
I'm just
So
now
now-
in my mind. I'm seeing Bob's picture, and then it's like one of those cards. Just remember the little things.
Remember the little things. Don't forget Grandpa out in the cold this holiday.
Remember the little things. It's just a picture of Bob stealing the whole window pane.
Remember the little things. Put the fucking window pane back.
Yeah, exactly.
The next thing I asked him, do you know his name?
Yes. His name is, somebody give me a random British name. Todd Rivers.
No,
Todd Rivers is our new
Cecil.
MI6. Cecil? No, Todd Rivers. Todd Rivers, the first thing that came to my mind, sounds very MI6, I guess.
It feels like, hello, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Alright.
The name's Fleming. Ian Fleming.
Oh, gosh. I'm Ernest Hemingway. Oh, really?
I am Winston Churchill.
Yeah. Wow, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Churchill was the conspiracist all along. Okay.
Hey, he
I
would always get
asked
along
him-
great. Hey, Churchill, you got any of that scotch? I do believe I have some here.
I asked him what's the update on the shootings.
On the shoot. Oh. I still can't find a damn perp. No, we can't even figure out what shot them. They've got bullet wounds, point blank. Like, what shot them that we didn't see? There's no bullets. There's no shell casings. Either way, you worry about your shit. We've got a lot of boys on the field trying to figure this one out.
Oh,
Nobody else
he
has
found
played Borderlands 2 except for me and Rudy, so I can't make that joke.
Oh, what joke?
I'll do it.
In Borderlands 2, there's a different type of elemental damage. It's slag, and there's a different type of weapon that's integrated part of the iridium from the first Borderlands, and it's made it so the weapons do more damage, but they have more effects to them as well. So
Oh.
it's an upgrade.
Mhm.
And one of the quests you can get in there is to investigate this new type of damage, because people are turning up with weird bullet holes in them. And so you find the guy with the E-Tech gun, you kill him, you take it, and you use it to kill a few other people to confirm that it's the same type of stuff. And at the end of it, crazy Dr. Zed goes, well, I know one thing. E-Tech's freaking dope.
Nice.
So I said to
But,
Captain
you know,
Fred,
nobody else has really played it, so.
I know Dr. Zed, though, from the first game.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty
Zed
good.
is Zed.
Remember Zed from Power Rangers?
Well, yes.
Wrong as that. Sorry.
so I tell Fred, I'll be playing
Those damn
bastards.
boat hunters!
That's what you told Fred? What the fuck?
Yeah, I told Fred, I'll be playing the bastard who shot them.
Well, no, he hasn't found them yet. Oh, you said you hope he does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like,
Well,
there ain't no
goodbye.
hoping in the FBI. You should know that better than
So-
anyone, Connors.
So we're not gonna tell Fred that the kid kind of snapped back to it and kind of went like,
Hey, Fred, we
Whatever.
had a kid.
Went
We
nuts.
triggered repressed memories and gave him a seizure. What do?
well, the kid had
Oh.
a repressed fucking amnesia, and now he's back with us.
Can
And
we
he said that they were trying to make him pilot something, and
He
I
said
think he might be
drive.
working with Al Qaeda. Can we get some extra support out
Oh,
here?
yeah. Can we get a court order to strap a VR headset to this kid's face?
Oh, wait, no. If it's voluntary, you don't need a court order.
Oh, yeah, like he's going to say yes.
well,
Actually,
hey,
no. Stop. We can appeal to the parents for the better mental stability of the child. It's in
Oh,
his best
God.
interest to cooperate with us.
otherwise we're taking him back.
Damn it, man. Like, I love it how I'm pulling up law code on my laptop just to throw at these people, and you're like, now listen here. We could do what Tech McGee over here says, or you could just get him a scotch and tell him to man the fuck up.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's what I was doing on the bus today. I was reading through FBI protocols and, like, things we're
I
allowed
thought
to
you were
do.
gonna say Scott.
No.
He doesn't drink.
Just
I would-
brown bagging it on the way
Miracle.
home.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh, God, my brain was melting. But I was like, I need to know all this information.
My cousin say that we have a lead on Buffalo,
Okay.
and to get maybe we could get like better firepower.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
more
fire-
people up there.
Yeah,
Um,
and
All right,
but
well,
everyone's
he's going to be like, Connors, I wish I could help you. I really do. But with this new, like, the killings, I got nothing. Nobody can go up there. And the worst part, you're
no
fucked.
weapons.
I might be able to send you something, but like, I mean, I'm gonna need one hell of a report. The problem is Buffalo's right near the goddamn state line, going into fucking Canada. You can't do anything around Canada. They're a bunch of assholes. So it's
Are we talking about the same nation, sir?
well, I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like once you cross over to Canada, you've entered a whole new shitbag of worms, and the FBI actually can't even really do.
Oh no, I was
that.
referring to the "they're all assholes" comment.
Well,
The-
Fred's got a bad blood with Canadians, man. Severe hockey accident with his wife. It goes back. So
I mean,
triggered.
hockey skates are fucking sharp. so-
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, sorry. Does anyone else have anything to say? Just pass the phone around. Hey, Fred.
Well, I mean, like,
Hey, Fred.
when do I accost Fred about the bar?
Probably not right now. He's a little angry.
Yeah, so am I, because this fucking Fred lied to me.
All right. Well,
It can wait until we're in Buffalo just
so
to piss him
so
off
here's the
further.
question. I will ask you
Oh,
guys.
actually, I would like to ask him something.
hmm
What is his official post? Like, what is he, a director or sub-director? Field
Yeah.
division director? Or?
He's like not in charge of the FBI office of Cincinnati, but he is like the guy who handles all the agents. So I assume that is like it's not like a field director unless field director means directing the field operators, like, you know what I mean? But he's pretty much a desk job.
Well, I'm
And
not going to address him as Sir Desqueenie. I need your help.
yeah, I don't know.
He's the
Agent,
police
just
chief
call him-
equivalency.
I was
Yeah.
call him Chief.
Yeah, you call him Chief or like Agent Rodart. Agent
Uh,
Fred. Just not gonna do you any favors.
Agent Rodart, quick question. With the manpower shortage as well as the technical side of things being rigged up for the shootings, you won't be needing any of the mobile tactical vans for field tech support. I'd like to have one of those routed to us instead of the Econoline that we're currently puttering around in. The resources available in that would greatly help us find out what happened to these children and also better decrypt the technological side of our problem.
There's like this huge pause.
I'll
Hey.
return it with all the gas tank full.
Ajax.
Now, son, you don't even work for us.
Ajax. I don't like you. But
Thank you, sir.
it'll be in Erie. And she just hangs
I'm-
up.
What is that? Speak English.
It'll be in Erie. It's north of Pittsburgh, right there on the coast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he meant it'll be in an Erie.
yeah.
One of those around here.
Yeah, it'll be up a creek. Fuck you.
It's gonna be up a creek. It starts with it rhymes with hit.
Yeah. Well, he's up to his ass in it. So.
Oh God.
Thanks, boss.
Oh man. All right.
Oh, that was surprisingly more productive than I imagined it would be.
So
All right, so phone call number 2,
phone call number 2. Ring, ring, ring. Guess who's getting this one?
banana phone.
No, it's Ajax.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit.
hey, hold on. And
Hold
as
on.
as the Super Mario theme stops playing, hello.
Ajax, this is Clorox.
God damn it, Ajax!
Don't mind Bob in the background. He's just a little upset. He hasn't had a drink in less than an hour.
Yeah, we've been
What have you?
we've been looking
What have
into.
you
I
found?
want you to go get Connors for the fucking fingerprints.
You-
Fucking window pane's heavy.
You sent us some really weird shit, man. We've been looking into the 30-digit serial code, or 70? I said 70. The 70-digit serial code.
Yeah, they don't make him that large of a string.
Look, this doesn't make sense, all right? And I'm not saying
It probably won't.
I'm
but
not
lay
saying
it
that you're
on
sending us the wrong information. I'm not saying you're pulling a joke here, but if you are, it's not funny. But
Clorox, you know me. I don't joke.
I don't. You joke, Ajax. You're a joker. But one.
But it's the kind, lighthearted, haha, funny jokes, not the I'm sending you something cryptic and mysterious. I need help.
You ever heard of Roswell?
Oh no.
Yeah, nice band, about 60s.
Yeah.
Also, a little thing about alien conspiracies and that sort of thing. Yeah. Why? What's Roswell have to do with this?
Well, once upon a time, we're going back several years. There was a
Hopefully not the
series.
60s.
Unfortunately, there was a series of phone calls that went out around that time of the Roswell incident, and all of these phone calls played a series of essentially Morse code, and the string sort of came out to these sort of numbers and letters that you're bringing us here for these serial codes. Now, not all these phone calls have been recorded. A lot of them people just hung up after hearing a few of the beeps and shits, but there's a couple of these that exist, and a few of these are matched in some of the serial codes you're sending us right now. So I don't know if that's coincidence. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't. But it's weird, man. I don't. Where'd you even get this thing?
Coincidentally enough, the FBI gave them to me and asked me if I could find out something about them, and I was drawing a blank, so I turned to your learned minds.
Whatever it is, Ajax, I'd leave it, man. This is some heavy shit, and you can get in a lot of trouble looking into this kind of stuff.
Most
as
likely.
usual.
But I just kind of look at Bob with a look of, shut up.
Make me, you little fuck! I'll be your dad too.
I will,
Oh
I
God.
will bash you with this iPhone, old man. Shut up. No.
I will make that phone your eye.
That's actually a good one. I'll give you that fiver. And then just turning to him, look, just send me what you've got on a separate file. I'll pass it along to the people who ask me, and I'll probably step away from it. If we can't turn anything up, can't turn anything up. But again, you've gotten a lot farther than all the greatest minds in the Federal Bureau of Investigation has in the last week and a half, if not months of investigation. So pass it on to the fellas and ladies that they're really doing it.
All right, I'll send it to you. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Clark.
All right, so he hangs up with you. All
Find their ass with both hands on a map.
right, so he
It's
sends.
a good thing we have a bus driver who can find anything drink-related.
True, man. So he sends you those. And where are we headed, boys? We off
That's
to
what you-
Buffalo.
To Erie to pick up the.
Yeah.
van.
So do you guys want to maybe we do the Buffalo and then we call it for the evening?
I was gonna
Yes.
call it now.
Oh, do you?
I
Yeah,
want to.
Rudy's got to go to work.
Mhm.
Ripperoo.
So,
Well, we could roll for Rudy, because
or if you just pick up the van and just call it for there.
well, pick up the van and go to Buffalo, and then
I mean, you
Oh,
guys
there
say
it
you
is.
pick up the van, you got the van. Like, that's it. You're just picking it up
yeah.
in
But I
Erie.
mean, we could move to Buffalo and call it there, I guess. If not, go for a little bit longer and roll for Rudy.
Now, are you okay with that, Rudy? If we just go for just a little without you, or
I like to be there for it, to be honest.
Rudy must be infuse you with energy
But-
drinks and coffee.
that's well, it's more a case like if he works, like that's not fair. you
Borrowed,
know?
get the IV drip.
And anyone can stay up. Staying up and then working the next day is a bitch.
Speaking of, tomorrow at 9 a.m. or today at 9 a.m. is going to be hell of fun.
I
Let's
know.
continue.
I got 10:30. It's fucked.
All right. Well,
But
fuck
this
it,
is
that's
too
all.
fun to stop.
I know. Yeah. What if
But
what if I
everybody's
say
got work then, so
what
Yeah,
what if
just-
what if I was to say unless something happens, if some random shit comes up or we decide to take this in a completely different bent, we can call it at Buffalo. But what if I say that I had a wonderful little ending planned about 10 to 20 minutes from now?
Is it a joke about Buffalo Burgers?
No, it's not. Nope.
Shucks, then I'm actually intrigued.
Would you be alright with that, Rudy? Just 10 minutes? Maybe 20.
Yeah, I can do 10 more.
All
I
right.
won't.
Off to
Eh.
Buffalo. Oh, borrowed?
yeah. Well,
I think he's worried about the 20-minute.
no, not
Yeah.
that. It's not that I'm tired. It's actually
his
just
parents
thinking
or
about
something.
my stomach.
Oh.
Stomach's not super happy.
Oh, you just said
Oh.
Bob's Burgers, and he was like, shit.
This is
No,
happening.
not Bob's Burgers. No, it's Taquitos.
Oh, God, why have you done this?
Because
Do you-
they're delicious.
Do you hate your own
Delicious.
asshole?
No,
Well, I
that's
mean,
Taco
it
Bell.
hates me anyway, so fuck it.
Barrow's confirmed to having his ass shit up to his ass or whatever.
Well, I mean, in 20 minutes, yeah, sure.
All right. Your call, guys. We'll take a vote. Who's in?
Well, with Rudy leaving and Borrowed Stomach tearing itself apart, I think we should probably call it here. And
You're
discuss it
tearing me
next time.
apart, Lisa.
If that's what you've named your taquitos, you need help, my friend.
He has a name for each one.
Oh God, it's a 7-pack.
No, I don't buy them in 7 packs. I buy them in 30 packs.
Holy shit.
A lot of names.
Dude,
Oh, no wonder you're suffering.
Yeah, dude.
Costco sells them in 30 packs,
You're
and
asking.
they're larger than just the standard taquitos. They're probably about 30% larger. So yeah,
30% more colon cancer.
30% more fake cheese and dubious chicken. Yes.
All right.
That is absolutely awful.
Yep. But it's
Ah.
delicious.
I will just ask one final time. Bored Rudy, yes or no?
I mean, if you guys want to wait like 20 minutes, but then Rudy would go to bed, so.
Yeah. Oh, you have
so
to
just-
go right now, Borrowed?
Well, I have to leave right this millisecond, but
Why
Oh,
are
it's
you
the
making
stomach
me
is
suffer?
not happy.
It's on its way. All right then.
Oh, just say,
Yeah, that's
no.
I mean, like, I couldn't guarantee 20 minutes. Stomach is not happy. It's just that feeling you get in your lower intestine. It's like, I don't know.
Well,
Well, I'd say we leave it here.
Yeah,
For
I-
safety's sake.
Oh fuck! It's so good. I actually wrote something nice.
Hey, we can pick it up tomorrow.
I
Oh
was gonna
fuck!
say,
It's just one of those
Well,
things like
I
if
mean,
you end
since-
on, feels
Since
good.
the both of you were at work early, are you both off early then?
No, fuck no.
yeah,
I'm
I
closing.
only have one stop.
Raffles closing. You work at 10. Fucking hell.
No,
Raffles.
I'm fucking doing like house shopping at 10:30. Our realtor's taking us out.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you just have to be up at 10. Okay.
Yeah, well, I have to be out of the house at 10:30, and then
but I mean,
yeah.
you're not at work.
No, I
Okay.
don't work till 2. So
Mm.
yeah, 2 till 11. So
well, I work 2:30 till probably leave about 9, so we can pick it up tomorrow.
Yep.
all right, yeah, we can do that. Then. That's fine.
All right.
Good luck, boys. I'll see y'all
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Take it easy and I hope you feel better.
Peace.